Streaming. It's green. It shows that it's connected.
Nope. Now it looks
Now
like
there we go.
Now it looks like it is.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna back up.
We're gonna back up. Are we gonna start it again?
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
here. We'll just not the whole thing. That's stupid.
Did you want me to talk about the Vampire Diaries again?
You can't. Hold on, let's see where were we? I don't watch TV series.
Based on the books. Are we frozen?
No. Okay, I think I got it fixed. We're not frozen.
Okay.
We're rolling now. Okay, things are good.
All right, good.
I don't know what happened. Things
don't
happen. Okay, so anyway, Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
I mean, that's from Baboon, and that song came out in mid-90s,
Okay.
late 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Books could have been around then.
It was in Walker, Texas Ranger.
I'm sure it's
TV
not
show.
about the Salvatores, but it sounded like he was saying something about the Salvatores.
It's called Master Salvatore.
Oh, okay.
His face down in turpentine.
Oh, okay. So it could be about the Vampire Diaries. He might have been a big fan.
Could be.
Yeah.
See, before there were punk rock bands that you know around here, like Mean Motor Scooter and the such, there were bands like Baboon.
Got it. Okay.
And the Brutal Juice.
Right, which is more classic punk rock.
Yeah.
The punk rock bands that I know now are more pop punk and surf punk.
Or garage rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we've returned.
All
Or
right.
the RoboTuner has returned.
RoboTuner has returned. Something
has returned.
So anyway, that was what that was. And as I was out here getting ready for the show all by myself, I was just going through music and I found that one. I was like, yeah, let's open with that.
Nice.
That makes my balls go.
Well, good. That's what you need. Something to make you like go.
Yeah.
Baboon canceled their reunion show with Slosh Fist.
They did?
Soul Shifter.
Shit! I wanted to go to that show.
When was it supposed to be?
Coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Do you have your pen by any chance?
Which one? The good one?
Either one. The one that'll make me chatty, not sleepy.
You need to be chatty, Kathy?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what I can find.
Okay, thank you. Oh, what's this? What's this?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Breaking news.
What is it? I don't know how to open this.
I'm just going to get it out of the way at the top of the show right now.
Oh, God. The last time you did this at the top of a show, I had a panic attack and laid in the rain in my backyard.
You laid in the rain in your backyard last week?
Yeah.
You laid down in your backyard?
Yeah.
In the rain?
Yes. For a very long time.
Because of our show last week. We'll get into our show last week in a second. This is what I was
Okay.
going to... So you might notice it's just, if you're listening or watching, it's just you and I.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to push any buttons or anything?
No.
Okay.
It's just you or I here.
Yes.
My partner in crime is not here
Right.
tonight. The reason he is not here is because him and I have been going through chaos with COVID. In the last 48 hours, things have been crazy.
Yeah.
Between work and here and his work and what's going on in his life and what he's doing. So he went to take a test today because he hasn't been feeling good for a while. Went to take a test today and the test came back, or what he said came back negative.
Okay. So nothing to worry about.
Said he was at Walgreens or CVS or something. And the girl said it stopped him on the way out and said, wait a second, it looks like the strip is faint, but there. She took it to the manager.
Like a pregnancy test.
Yeah. Took it to the manager who said it's negative. It struck him odd that she didn't let the test sit for 15 minutes. Anyway, I thought it'd be smart to get a at-home test on my way back to my place. He started feeling worse, so he took an at-home test, and now it's positive.
It was probably positive before.
If they saw a faint strip.
And they didn't just let it
Yeah,
sit long enough.
seeing a faint strip, probably
Yeah.
so. So, we'll see how that works out. As for me, I had contact.
Uh-huh.
But it turned out the person I had contact with wasn't positive. But I have an at-home kit waiting for me for after the show.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it just to double-check myself.
Great. Okay.
And make sure. What? Do you want me to do it now?
No, I mean, it's
Do the
already too
show.
late. I'm already
I don't think I
in
am.
too close of contact with you.
But you're all shotted up and good.
I am shotted up and good, but
And yours are fresh.
I mean, May was my second one.
That's still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I told you all this. If you didn't want to be here, you didn't have to be here.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
The Lord's saying to do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you do it.
I'm sure it's a swab up the nose or a buccal swab in your mouth.
You want to put the swab in my nose?
Yeah.
You want to be violent with it? We'll do it all on YouTube and video?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see.
Do I need to go unlock the door?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So that's that.
Okay.
And then,
Here's this. Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. You feel much better now?
I do.
If you need some more, I'll just leave that over there with you.
Thank you.
I don't need it. So the other thing is I did want to talk about last week's show. We had some fallout. And I'm sorry for everybody getting stressed out and had to go. I don't know how many people had to go out in their backyard and lay in the rain.
Yeah.
But there's times you just got to let things go.
Yeah.
And I don't know, a few people said we got everything 100% wrong.
Yeah.
Which, if we did, send us an email. I want a breakdown of everything we got wrong, because as a week's gone by, more and more stuff that we said has become more and more right. Right?
No.
What? What did we get wrong?
I don't know. I would have to go back and listen.
And you won't do that because then you'll have to go back out and lay in the rain again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes, we're not going to get into that tonight. I don't want to get into Afghanistan because it just gets worse and worse and worse. And I don't really want to get into COVID except for the stuff we're going through or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I did look to see about Pfizer vaccines in the area.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, you can't get one until August 31st. Next week.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not a terrible wait.
You can get Moderna anywhere.
Right.
But to find a Pfizer one,
yeah,
you can't set an appointment up until the 31st.
Yeah, that's not terrible. That's good. 1 week, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I would set the appointment and go get that one for sure.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
But I would yeah, I feel well, I think both Moderna and Pfizer are both good vaccines. My daughter's got the Moderna and I got Pfizer. And Brian,
That's because you're bougie.
No, I was actually out camping, and I was at a place where I had cell service, and my daughter was like, "Hey, Mom, I just got Brian an appointment for a vaccine." She's like, "They've got plenty." She's like, "Just go online and make your appointment." And I made it for the following day, actually, or like I was coming back from camping Saturday. I made it for Sunday, and I went in and got it. So, and I just happened, there wasn't like I got to pick. I just took whatever they had, and they had Pfizer.
Well, now if you hop on Walgreens website,
Mm-hmm. Walgreens is where I went.
you can. It'll tell you what they have per location, and you
okay.
just go to that location to get whatever you want.
Oh, that's cool.
But all the Pfizer ones, you can't go to that location until the 31st.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't want Moderna. Sorry,
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I'm not into that. I'm not into experimental bullshit. I don't like Bill Gates. I don't like what he did to the entire Northern Africa.
Yeah.
With his little polio tests.
Well, so far so good with Ivy and Katie with their Moderna shots, and
Well, there's a lot of people that got
Yeah.
it, and they're not
yeah,
mutants yet.
yeah.
So,
So, oh man,
what?
no, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
Twitter.
oh.
Are
Are you being tweeted about already?
Yeah. Well, not. I posted. The church I used to belong to did something terrible this week, and
What'd they do? Do you know what I'm talking about?
well, I mean, I can.
Is it on a TV show?
No.
Real Housewives of Mormon Land or
No, but Real
Utah,
Housewives of Salt Lake
City?
is coming back, and I am very excited about it. Like, very excited.
Dallas isn't.
Dallas is not, and I'm so sad because Dallas I loved. You know, it was so relatable to us because basically the places they went were places that we knew. Even their road trips and stuff were places that we knew.
But I knew a couple of them from
Yeah, from
previous
real life.
stuff. From real life
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
No, it's not. I wish I didn't know them.
So, anyways, in like related news to this thing, basically, this church leader said that church members needed to raise up their muskets in regards to the LGBTQ community. I mean, like horrifying an announcement. At the same time that the church's school, BYU, created this new department of like love and inclusivity, or I don't even know
So
what
wait,
it's
wait,
called.
wait, wait, hold on. When you say the church, are you talking about the entire religion as a whole, or just one branch
A,
of the church?
a leader, a whole church leader, an elder
Of the
of
entire
the entire
religion.
religion
Okay.
did this like speech.
We already know what religion is because you said BYU. So
Oh yeah. So, but like, it's just shocking and like hurtful, and it makes you feel if you're queer and Mormon that you don't have a safe
I
place
thought
to
they
be.
were cool with all that.
No, it's all for show. They're all about love your neighbor, love your neighbor, love your neighbor. But then they do things like if you are the child of a queer couple, you can't be baptized until you turn 18 and you denounce your parents, basically.
How's that the child's fault?
Exactly. All sorts of stuff. And then this speech that this man made today was terrible. So kind of in unrelated news, but semi-related news, in southern Utah, a couple was out on their honeymoon, like in Zion, and
What type of couple?
they
Male, female, or male,
female,
Okay.
wife.
So that's how this came up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were camping for their honeymoon, and they had said, hey, there's this person, and that like they had just married and blah 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 blah, and there's like somebody who was giving him some weird vibes. Anyways, they're dead.
What?
Yeah, whoever this person was. Well, we don't know. We don't know. They don't know who killed him yet.
They killed him in Zion?
Yeah. So
I haven't seen anything about that.
So, and I could be wrong about the park. I don't know. I was real. You know what I mean? Like it was
But still.
very super overwhelming.
Whoa.
I can link you the story later. But this man on this tweet thread said, he said, I guess now I need to pull it up because I need to see what he said.
Found dead in the Okay.
Was it not in Zion?
They're near Moab.
Oh, near Moab.
That's
Yeah,
what it's
two
saying.
newlywed women found fatally shot at their southern Utah campsite.
24 and 38 were camping in the mountains of Moab, Utah about a week ago when they reportedly disappeared. They had moved from one campsite to another with ease and spent a lot of time camping since they tied the knot. However, they would inform close friends on August 14th that they moved campsites because they were being spooked by a weirdo man camping near them.
Mm-hmm. So this man tweets on this story on the local news for Utah. He says, why would two women go camping alone in today's environment with not even a big ass dog for protection? Creepy, crazy people will take advantage of everyone that's not protecting themselves. And I said, way to victim blame. Your back end millinery is showing. And so now I'm getting all the
Hate.
no, all the likes.
Oh, all the likes?
Yeah, the likes and the...
So it says he shot him.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
They don't believe... Okay, wait. They're not saying his. They feel like they were killed by a third person. It wasn't the result of a murder-suicide. Which, you just married.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're camping. You're out having fun.
Yeah. No.
Whoa.
And so that was like just victim blaming and stuff, but
What a bunch of bullshit.
it's almost like the church is giving, they're telling people, inciting people
to go kill.
to raise up your muskets. And like there's a church class that you take when you're in high school. It's called seminary. And this seminary up in kind of northern Utah, they had the LGBTQIA flag. It's the arrow basically and the stripies. And it says, if you're LGBTQIA, welcome to seminary, you know, and then like this person retweeted it and was like, guess it's time for us to get our muskets. And I was like, holy crap. You're threatening children that are in high school because your church has used this phrase. And, you know, it could have been figurative, it could have been whatever, but the church has caused a lot of damage, and they're continuing to cause a lot of damage.
The stories within the Mormon religion, like that special that was on Netflix with the car bombs and everything,
Oh yeah.
that shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and have you ever heard of the mountain
Yes.
mass murders, mountain, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so Brigham Young basically incited that massacre, Mountain Meadows massacre.
Meadows, yeah.
And now this Elder Holland is basically inciting another Mountain Meadows massacre. I know he's not literally. No, don't, and nobody has to come for me, but it's just terrifying that a Christian religion would say these things out loud, and people are going to take them at their word and do what they say.
So, you've been to Salt Lake City a lot. What's the gay population in Salt Lake City? Is it very visible?
No.
It seems like they'd be harassed a whole lot
Yeah.
around there, be treated like shit or whatever.
Yeah. Kelsey Sharp just finished his rock opera album about the wives of Brigham Young. Interesting. Yeah, so anyways, it's been like a really weird emotional, like,
That's shitty.
week.
That's crazy. I didn't
Yeah.
even see the story.
Yeah. Well, and then Sunday with that whole LuLaRoe thing. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I want to do a whole show sometime about multi-level marketing and crap like that. Because that's insanity. You're right when we were talking about this a couple days ago, was like, that is a cult.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Those are modern day cults. Like
And-
the people that are in the Beachbody world.
Yeah.
I've gotten to see a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the LuLaRoe.
Yeah.
And the that Thrive stuff.
Oh,
those
yeah.
patches.
Yeah. Literally preys on people and their
Yeah.
weaknesses and their concerns and fears and doubts, and
The Melaleuca people
yeah.
run around and spray that stuff on you.
Yeah, and just like, and you know, the amazing thing about the LuLaRoe people is that, like, if you wanted to be one of their consultants or whatever they were called, you had to, like, it was $5,000 buy-in. It is nuts.
Yeah.
And
you don't know, from my understanding is, like, if you're one of those people selling that stuff, you don't know what you're getting.
no, you don't know what you're getting. You basically
You get a box.
You place an order and you pray and you unpack the box and hope it sells.
And you could get the shittiest stuff in the world or the
Mhm.
nastiest.
Yeah, and everything was cut badly, and so anyway, yeah, it's just I don't know that Camp Gladiator is the same, because it's not like you're trying to recruit people under you to sell Camp Gladiator. Camp Gladiator is just a big.
Okay, I thought
thing.
I was going to have a test. I do not have a test.
Oh darn. Okay.
Apparently, Walgreens, CVS, and Kroger, all of them in Tarrant County are out of them.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
How did Matt get one?
He's in Dallas County.
The guy just rolls into everything and finds something. Anyway. Well, craziness.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So, yeah, I continue to be disappointed by the LDS Church and fascinated by multi-level marketing cults.
And when does that movie come out? Is
September
that documentary
10th on Amazon.
on Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I got something you should check out, but we'll talk about that when we get to the Netflix and chill segment
Oh, okay.
of the show.
Okay.
Sorry.
I like commandeered.
No, that's totally fine. That's totally good. Want to talk about this weekend a little bit, because you and I were supposed to go to a show on Friday night.
Yes,
And
we
I'm
were.
Thankful we didn't.
I'm super thankful that we didn't. I was at the time I was a little disappointed. But
Because you
Wha-
have a man crush on this guy.
who doesn't have a crush on him?
We're talking about the one and only Kid Rock.
Yeah.
You,
He's dirty hot.
Jesus. I don't understand that.
How do you not understand it?
Like, is it dirty because he's a bad boy, or dirty because he's just greasy and dirty?
Dirty because he's dirty. Yeah.
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 Like he's just sweaty and nasty, and he
He's
doesn't look like he's shaved between or showered between
Yeah,
shows.
that's what I'm hoping for. Please
He's
don't
just coming-
shower between your shows. Just be dirty, dirty, dirty.
This is me blinking for help. Well, that's ridiculous.
Isn't it though?
So we were gonna go and shoot this show. I was gonna shoot it. You were gonna write about it.
Yep.
Everything was lined up good with Billy Bob's, because Billy Bob's pretty open about things. And that's why I really wanted to go. I wanted to see how this was going to be at Billy Bob's.
Oh shoot.
And Billy Bob's has been pretty cool about credentialing things, but this show, since it's Kid Rock, it's going to go through his management.
Right.
And his management just didn't release anything. Didn't put anything out. There was no one there shooting.
Oh wow. Okay. So the photos that got sent were from people who were there.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. That place was jam packed.
If you hop on YouTube and you watch some of the videos of him at Billy Bob's, you will see the crowd's nut to butt. This looked like crowds from 3 or 4 years ago, where there's no space in front of the stage. Everybody has their cell phones up. So I'm glad. Thank you, everybody that paid $300 for a ticket to be in the pit, because general admission was $150.
Jesus.
Or $125.
No, not for me.
In front of the stage pit was $300. There is a video floating around out there. There was the other day. There may be more now, of someone standing on the left side upper of the stage with their phone shooting out in the crowd, and it's a sea of people, nut to butt. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, and all of
I'm
them
glad I
have their
didn't
cell
go.
phones up.
No masks,
Yeah,
because you don't wear a mask to a Kid Rock show because he's anti all that.
Right.
I don't know. It could be considered a super spreader event.
Yeah, I would say could be considered a super spreader event.
And there's been a lot of talk about Billy Bob's the last few weeks, because that Jason Isbell show was supposed to be at
that big old outdoor stage by that brewery, Panther
Island. And he wanted COVID protocols put into place.
Right.
And Panther Island said, "No, we're not gonna. That's too much for us to set up or figure out. We're not gonna do it." So they moved it last minute to Billy Bob's, where Billy Bob's set up and said, "Hey, Billy Bob's has been pretty open about things." And in fact, there's a podcast, the WFA Yolitics is interviewing Marty from Billy Bob's, the general manager.
Okay.
And in there, he has said, I've kept things pretty just, we want to have shows here. We want to be open. And so we just kind of leave it to the discretion of the public and the artists that come through. And that Jason Isbell show, they were they were testing people at the door, doing those instant tests like I'm trying to get. And you had to have a proof of vaccination within the last 72, proof of vaccination or a negative test in the past 72 hours. Or you could be tested at the door. So everything went pretty good. It cost them a shit ton of money to do that.
Yeah.
But everything went pretty cool. And he says, the last thing I'm going to do is dig my heels in and say, we're not doing this because of this. I mean, that's not my business. I'm here to sell beer and produce good music. And if we do that, and people will come to us.
Yeah.
So that's the way that's been their policy. They're not super vocal about it. They got a lot of shit because of the Jason Isbell thing. But even before that, bands were rolling through there left and right. No one really knew it or paid attention to it because they were just doing their thing.
Yeah.
And maybe it was a little over the top with this Kid Rock being nut to butt like that. I haven't seen any, like Cheap Trick came through there.
Yeah. Cheap Trick looked like it was pretty full too.
Sunday night, the Wallflowers were there. I haven't seen anything from yet.
Somebody I knew was at that Cheap Trick show, and they said that they were uncomfortable, and they were like, they ended up going to the back of the room and then ended up leaving because of how many people were there.
And then Skinner had played a few nights. And then I heard that, who was it? What's her name? That crazy chick that was married to Blake Shelton.
Miranda Lambert.
She did 4 or 5 nights there, and I heard those were pretty packed.
Okay.
So Kid Rock has 2 more nights. He has this
weekend.
this
too.
weekend, Friday and
Mhm.
Saturday this weekend. And I don't know. I'm glad we didn't get approval, because if I would have got there and seen that, I'd been like, mask up, take my pictures, and get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Is the way I would have felt,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
and
for
that kind
sure.
of would have sucked. And then talking about this, I'm going to kind of mix things together. Talking about this policy that Billy Bob's has in place. Rubber Gloves released a policy this weekend.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Let's put a lot of people. It's a good one from, I guess, looking at the outside. You start talking to bands, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck them. I'm not going to play there."
Well, okay, you don't have to play there.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But they put in a thing, effective immediately. Proof of negative COVID-19 test within past 72 hours required for entrance to all shows, or proof of full vaccination.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people applauding them. Rubber Gloves is kind of being dickheads, though, on this post. They're going through and deleting. They're being.
Oh, are they really?
They're deleting, and they even said that. They said if you come in here and you start talking how'd they say it?
Anti-vax, anti-whatever.
Yeah. Any anti-vax bullshit comments will be deleted.
Wow.
So that right there pisses me off. Let people speak their mind
Yeah.
about this. Let them get things out there. It's kind of bullshit that this venue that was built on punk rock music and having, the punk rock edge of Denton is now censoring what people are saying. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, but
Also, Rubber Gloves is nothing like it used to be. Rubber Gloves is very sterile now.
It is, and it's a little bougie.
It's
been gentrified, but
100% gentrified.
Yeah.
Rubber Gloves is not.
Yeah,
When
because
we
it did
used to
used
play
to
there
be
all the
real
time.
dirty, and I kind of feared for my life.
Dirty, grungy, fun.
Yeah, grungy. Yeah,
And now it's all prim and proper and not that great.
yeah. So, but I never thought I would ever say this in a million jillion years. So please make sure you're recording this.
I am on multi-formats here.
I agreed with something that Jerry Jones said today in reference to the Cowboys.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
You got to throw away all your 49er gear now.
No, I don't.
Holy shit.
But he said that there comes a time, like everybody's got their free choice. They can choose to be vaccinated. They can choose not to be vaccinated. Like they can be whatever. But there does come a time where it comes to the greater good. And that you have to, as an organization, as the Cowboys organization and the stadium and whatever, they have to look out for the greater good of the community, of the country, of the whatever. And he was like, I'm asking everybody to get vaccinated. And I was like, well, I never in a million years thought I would ever agree with anything that man said, but I did.
It is weird. Like, I have my own reasons for not being vaxxed right now.
Right.
And that's because I've had COVID, and the stuff you read about having COVID and getting vaxxed, and still having antibodies in you and everything, is very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff, that's not...
And these are stuff written in medical journals?
Medical journals.
Yeah.
From the CDC, from the WHO, from all
Talk
these
to your
different
primary
doctors
care
and stuff.
provider about it before you get it.
I've talked, and everything's cool.
Okay.
But so I'm not anti-vax or anything, but it is really, really weird that it's being pushed as hard as it is.
Well,
And now, when it's being pushed by business
mm-hmm.
and the government as hard
Mhm.
as it is, it does make you a little weary.
Well, but it's not surprising and it's not new. When we have had
In your
When we-
lifetime, what's another vaccine that's been as pushed as
okay in my lifetime, well, the HPV vaccine,
that? Not everybody's...
and the chickenpox vaccine.
Not
those things were-
everybody's forced to get it.
No, they're not forced. However, chickenpox and HPV, the occurrence of death is a little bit less. But there have been pandemics. There have been other.
In your life?
No, not. I didn't say that. But
In the past?
in the past that have run rampant until we were able to get a vaccine in place. And, I mean, there are people a generation ahead of me who, well, many people who had polio. And when the polio vaccine was figured out, I mean, that was a huge, big thing.
The
But
polio one was pretty bad, though.
But when there is something that is killing as many people as it is killing and is filling up the Dallas County beds in the ICU as of 5 o'clock this afternoon, the 18 beds available in all of Dallas County. And I know that's not all COVID-19 people, but
That's not also all the beds.
no, it's not all the beds.
That's
It's all
the
the ICU beds.
ICU
Yeah,
beds,
no,
that's
that's what I
it.
said was ICU
Okay.
beds.
Well, no, a lot of people are like, "There's only 18
Oh.
beds in Dallas." Period.
Yeah, no.
That's not what that means.
No, it's not what that means. But there are people who are being turned away from getting care because they're having to focus on everybody else. And so if there's anything that we can do, and there's so much misinformation about, and I kept hearing over and over and over again, somebody got sick and they've had both vaccines. That happens. It happens.
Well, because everybody thinks they're invisible once they're vaccinated.
Yeah, no, true.
Is that what I say? Invisible?
Yeah.
Invincible.
But they're not. And,
Yeah,
and
they're
it
not.
seems like we have learned very quickly that this COVID-19 vaccine, because it is a coronavirus, is very similar to a flu vaccine. You're not going to not get COVID, but it's going to make it so you don't have to go to the hospital, and you're hopefully not going to die. There are going to be people who have been vaccinated who will pass away, but that should be an extremely rare thing to happen. And so I think that a lot of the stuff that was said last week was so much, when Matt looked into the camera and called everybody who wanted a vaccine, or who wanted a booster when it was available to them, when he called them sheep and he told them to wake the fuck up, I always wanted to be like, you shut the fuck up, because you're causing damage. People are listening to what you're saying.
But the thing is, what he was getting at was needing one right now
Yeah,
and getting in front of everybody.
True.
That's what he was saying, was not because there are people we know
Mm-hmm.
that have jumped way ahead of everybody and are already getting their third shot,
Right.
and they're cheating it out of people that need it. It's just like the first go round of vaccines.
People do need to have common sense there as well. But anyway,
You like Candace Owens?
Candace Owens, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
Mm-mm.
Political Candace Owens, you don't know?
Oh, no, I don't. I do. I think I do know. She was like pretty liberal and then she became very conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know her well enough to say if I like her or not.
No, she released a tweet today because Biden came out and was like, he's calling for all the U.S. companies to mandate COVID-19 vaccines. So
Ugh.
when the president comes out and says that, it's kind of shitty because on the downside of that means the companies are going to start mandating it and firing people. So now your unemployment rate goes shooting through the roof of people
Yeah.
that don't want to do it. Because I know physically 5 people that I work around that
Mhm.
said, if the company requires me to get one, I'm leaving.
Wow.
I'm done. Now, those guys are close to retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're let go in that way, you'll get your pension and everything. And
If you're let go because you refuse to.
that's what the company has said.
Oh, that's good.
That has come out.
That's good.
So that could change at any second now that everything's FDA approved, or Pfizer's FDA approved, things are changing. Like even the shit I had to go through today,
Mm-hmm.
because that changed in one day.
Mm-hmm.
So that could change. But, and these guys are close to retirement and they have other side hustles they can do
Side hustles. Boss babe.
that are way better than what they have going on now. But they have come out and said, we will stand up for it until, it doesn't. And it's very weird that the president coming out and saying that to all U.S. companies. That's what it says.
They should
In his
mandate.
press conference, he says, in the one where he said go to vaccine.com instead of vaccines.gov,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's writing all over that.
Oh,
It's
how
funny.
funny.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I always forget .gov too.
But you know, the thing about when flu shots come as flu shots come out every year, my company gives everybody vouchers to go get flu shots at no cost, and they run flu shot clinics at locations and stuff.
But you're not
But
going to
it's
get
not.
fired.
But it's not mandated.
Yeah, you're
But
not going to get fired.
but
You're not going to be let go from your company for
yeah,
a flu shot. You're not going to get let go from a company for a tetanus booster.
right. But
You're
here's
not going to get smallpox,
yeah,
hepatitis, yellow fever,
yeah,
all that stuff. Shit you don't even need.
yeah.
You're not going to be fired for. This is the first time a vaccine has ever been like used to, oh, if you're not going to get it, we're firing you.
I wonder if they'll actually be able to do that. But I think that part
EEOC has said they can.
I think part of that is that I think that they're just trying anything and everything to get ahead of this and to help people stop dying.
So you threaten to fire people or you let people go. People are already being fired down in Houston.
Oh, they are?
Those nurses,
I
they
have
were all
not
let
read
go.
the story.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, this was weeks ago
Okay.
because they refused to get the vaccine. They were let go.
Okay.
And now they're all filing lawsuits.
Well, I think that kind of stuff is going to happen. And I think that if you're in healthcare and
You should probably get it.
you should probably get it. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, and the company that I work for does a lot in healthcare. They're in and out of hospitals and doctors' offices and stuff all the time. And so
If you're in a facility,
mm-hmm,
you definitely should probably get it.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
You may die in 2 years, but you should probably get it.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what she came out and said was when he said that in that
Mhm.
press conference, she came out and said, to be clear, the employees of the United States government and employees of the CDC and FDA are not required to get the vaccine, but they want you to be required to get it.
Oh, that's interesting. So yeah,
So-
he shouldn't he shouldn't say that.
Yeah. Don't be
Yeah.
throwing that shit out there
Right.
if the people that are making this shit and the people that are running the tests
Mm-hmm.
and the people in the government aren't required to get it.
Yeah. No, yeah. If he's saying that he wants all companies in the U.S. to mandate it, then he should say, and we're starting with the government. We're mandating it across the board from, federal judges to people in the White House to people in the Capitol building.
So back to the rubber gloves thing.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I really derailed us.
We got derailed. So they posted this 4 times on Facebook. They
Uh-huh.
posted it on Instagram. They posted it on Twitter. They went everywhere with it.
Mm-hmm.
Rubber gloves isn't, we've clearly said, rubber gloves is not the rubber gloves of the old school days
Right.
when it was cool.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of people think rubber gloves is shit now. So, and that's right. That's another reason
Oh, really?
for what Jeff said.
Oh, that's interesting.
Money. Should have seen the stocks go nuts
Oh, wow.
on Monday.
Okay.
So, anyway, even my weed stocks did good on Monday.
Wow.
Just because of the turnaround in the market.
Wow.
I think rubber gloves did a shitty move doing this. I think they fucked themselves going out like this because this has made news on all the local music blogs. A ton of musicians around here have shared it. It's getting around. Reason being is you start doing shit like this, you start popping up on TABC's radar.
Oh, okay.
And those 2 restaurants down in Austin
Mm-hmm.
and the Food Eats, that group we're in on Facebook,
yeah.
that whatever Eats group,
Yeah.
Foodies group, whatever. When that whole controversy came up about them requiring a vaccine to enter their restaurants,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
blah, 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 that didn't last too long. TABC came in and said, well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to pull your liquor license, and guess what that's going to do to you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, we were talking about that at Lola's the other day, and because I was like, I brought my mask, and Jay Smith was like, there's not going to be anything up here about a mask. There, not even probably anything saying we request it, because TABC can come in and just pull their license, and then they're done.
Well,
and I was like, what?
Those 2 restaurants that raised all that fuss and said,
Uh-huh.
we're going to require vaccines, and then a few Fort Worth people were like, we want to see that happen around here. Our
Right, right,
favorite
right,
restaurants and
right, right.
stuff. TABC went down there and said, all right, we're going to do this. And those 2 restaurants have now,
Closed.
no,
What?
backed off everything.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And that's the bad thing with rubber gloves is you're going to get on their radar.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come in there and just say, yeah, no, we're going to pull your license. And for this weekend, you can't do anything. You're shut down
Oh, they can shut you down for a certain amount of time.
a certain amount of time.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I will, if this is going to be their policy, don't put it all over social media. Any other venues around here, don't put it all over social media. Make it aware when you're buying tickets online or post something at the door.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone bought tickets to your show and didn't see that when they bought them offline,
Mm-hmm.
and they get there and they don't have a vaccine or a proof of a negative test, then refund their money. It's easy as that. That's what
Yeah.
the NFL teams are going to do. The ones that require, like the Raiders, are going to require everyone to have a vaccine to enter
Mm-hmm.
and proof of it. And you can get a vaccine as you enter the stadium if you want.
Oh, wow.
Imagine that line.
That's interesting.
I can't bring a clear bag in, but you can hit me with a needle.
Interesting.
And if you don't want to be a part of it, they will refund your money.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what they said. The last thing I heard
Mm-hmm.
today was that.
Okay.
So the next night, on Saturday night, I was supposed to go shoot Megadeth Lamb of God. Same scenario.
Oh, really? There ended up being no photographers.
The house photographers, that's it.
Oh, wow.
House and tour photographers. Because this was their second show of the tour.
Uh-huh.
And usually tour photographers hang out for 5-10 shows.
And they were outdoors, right?
Was at Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's like a half indoor outdoor. It's kind of like Starplex.
Okay.
But all your it's smaller, a lot smaller, and all your beer stands and food stands are actually inside. Like you're majority inside, and then you walk out to the lawn
Okay.
at that place.
Okay.
But it's not that big of a lawn.
Okay.
And that show, they did have the lawn open. Like in the winter, they'll close the doors to the lawn. So it's in a completely indoor venue.
Okay.
And they've got ways to partition it, different ways to make it
Bigger, smaller,
bigger
whatever
or
it needs
smaller,
to be.
depending on what's there.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
So it's a pretty cool little setup. But yeah, that was the same thing. Didn't get anything back from that. And then I found out that it was tour and house. That was it.
Gotcha. And there was, again, a lot of people at that show. A lot of people we know went to that show.
Yeah.
And
A lot of 'em.
Yeah. And some
Yeah.
that I was like surprised
Yeah.
that they would have gone to a show that had that many people at it.
Yeah, because I think it's 8,000 in there.
Jesus.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
8,000 full capacity.
No, I went to a show over the weekend and it ended up being very small, and I was very happy about that. And then spent a lot of the night outside, and then I got too drunk, and it was embarrassing.
Well, I was going to talk about that,
Okay,
about you getting drunk and being super embarrassing.
it was super embarrassing. I'd like to apologize to everybody that had to deal with me.
I was right. 8,000 capacity. Bam. So, since I didn't get the go ahead to the Megadeth Lamb of God show, I went over and saw the absolute
Opposite.
opposite and went and saw Jet Noise.
Yes.
The Jet Noise over at the Ridgely Room. Fuck that place. I'm going to just go out there and say it.
Why?
Their drink prices.
Oh yeah, their drink prices were. It was $7 a drink. It was pretty.
That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it was kind of
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
No wonder no one's in there.
Yeah.
And no one wants to go there. That place is on no one's radar.
No.
Unless you have friends playing there.
Yeah. I think everybody that was there were just friends of the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I have no desire to play a show there. I'll play
Yeah.
a show in the big room. That's it. None of the little rooms.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I forgot about the lounge, how much their drinks were. Their drinks were expensive too.
Yeah.
Because I remember going there and like drinking a drink.
It is a cool venue. You're right.
Is it?
It was kind of cool. I like it.
Eh.
it's a good little room. The sound is really good in there.
It's not the big room. I like the big
I
room.
know. It's not the big room. No, it's not even the lounge. But for what it is pretty good. Sorry, everybody. I had to scratch my
It feels
foot.
a little dirty.
It does feel a little dirty.
Like, I don't want to mix drink there because I don't know if they clean the glasses.
Oh man.
Like that,
Well,
like
right
they
now
may
they're
just-
using plastic, so
Yeah, that's
it was
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the last time that I went,
I'd definitely be scrubbing the top of the beer can.
I had to TT and there was no toilet paper.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah,
You lost a sock.
underwear.
Oh,
I wasn't wearing any socks,
lost underwear.
but still.
So then, after bolting from there, went over to Tulips, which is a fantastic venue
Tulips
with
is
fantastic
fantastic.
drink prices.
They are. It was not bad.
I had 4 times as much to drink over there for like $10 less, $20 less.
No, it was not.
I thought it didn't cost as much as it did over there.
I think I spent like $50.
That's still less than
Yeah.
total of everything over there.
True.
Because the show, we didn't have to pay a cover.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the cover.
So by the time you pay the cover
Oh yeah, that's right.
to get in the lounge and then the drinks, it
Yeah.
was cheaper. And we drank 4 times.
Yeah.
And they had Youngling.
Yeah.
Yingling.
Yeah, and you know, and our friends are there. Like our friends are behind the bar, and they put an outside bar out, which was perfect.
Perfect.
What a smart thing to do.
Genius.
Yeah.
100% genius.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked when I saw that outdoor bar.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So
That was a good night, though. That was a good crowd. There were a
It
bunch
was
of friends and stuff there,
yeah,
all hanging out.
it was a good crowd. I'm
Wha-
sorry, everybody. Uh-oh, what happened?
It's okay. Adobe wants me to uninstall Flash.
Oh, okay. So
'Cause
yeah,
Flash is still usable.
we took some really cute pictures though, because it was me, Anna, Mandy, and Heather.
Yeah, where'd those go?
They're I haven't posted them. I've been.
Those were good pictures.
They are good pictures, and I will post them because I had a really good time at that show until I had like 2 drinks too many, and then I went and passed out in my car.
It was good times.
It was just embarrassing.
I talked to everybody that runs that joint about all sorts of stuff.
Well, good.
And it was like while you were passed out in your car,
Uh-huh.
we were inside having a blast
How
and
long
just
was
talking.
I passed out for? It feels like an hour, maybe.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah. And then luckily, you kind of wake up and you're feeling a little bit better. I'm praying
You're
the
good
whole
to go.
time. Good Lord.
You prayed the entire time you were asleep?
No,
Oh.
after that.
So yeah,
Oops.
we
I
saw
keep hitting your microphone. I'm sorry.
we missed
The road soda.
Road Soda, but we saw Big Heaven and Sir Duda,
Yeah.
and it was good times.
Yeah. I told Todd. I was like, "Hey dude, I've got an appointment to go get my passport so that next time our friends say let's go to Mexico, I can go to Mexico." And he's like, "Okay, great."
He played twice that day, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He played at Docs
And
Records
Docs,
too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. And I meant to yell at Matt in Sir Duda. Looked up, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then he disappeared. I tried to hunt him down, and he disappeared
Yeah.
after their set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Mac,
at least I didn't see him.
Mac Probst is one of my favorite people. He's so
Oh.
great. That Summer Job is a great band.
Yeah, what's the story with Summer Job?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know either.
Who knows?
Well, that was the weekend.
Yeah.
Did you do anything on Sunday? Y'all didn't do a show this week, did ya?
No, we did not do a show this week. No, I didn't do anything on Sunday. I'm trying to think. No. I took Saturday morning. I took Buddy out to Clear Fork. I went to go to the farmers market because there's an olive oiler who's from Sicily that is out there, and they just got back after the pressing. So the olive oil is like super fresh pressed, and it's real peppery. I keep forgetting that it's going to be so peppery, and so I'm putting I love olive oil on my popcorn, and so I put it on there, and then I'm like because it's all in the back of my throat, all this pepper. Anyway, so I took Buddy out, and we went for a walk along the river. And there were lots of dogs, lots of people, and he did so well. And then
Because he's the biggest dog around there.
he's so great and he's so cute. And so mellow, which was really nice. And Clear Fork does it right. They've got a little station right at the head of the trail where they've got dog bowls and stuff. And then almost all of the farmers have water bowls at their places too for the dogs. And then we got in line for the beignet bus, and the beignet man tried to give Buddy a fried piece of delicious bread, and I said, "No, I'm sorry. He's got a touchy tummy."
What a meanie.
I know, but he does. He's got a real touchy tummy, and I just didn't want him to have to deal with trying to eat fried food.
No.
So,
Guess it could have been a mess on the way home.
yeah, could have been a mess on the way home.
In your car.
Yeah, which would have been terrible.
Ugh.
So I just got my coffee and we took off. But that was a lot of fun, and it let me know that I can take him to go hiking and stuff with me. I'll make sure I've got water in a bowl in my car just in case if I'm hitting trails that aren't as well maintained. But yeah,
Well, there's some big news that came down last week,
okay.
and I don't know how it might have affected you. I was really wondering how it might have affected you
Okay.
and your career that's away from your normal job. And that's your OnlyFans page.
Oh, yes.
OnlyFans has now said they will no longer allow pornographic material on their platform.
Okay, so that does not affect my OnlyFans page because I do MSMR. No, is that what it's called? ASMR?
ASMR.
ASMR, and a lot of it is like just me eating, like chewing spaghetti and stuff. Sometimes I whisper. Everybody likes it when I whisper. I can tell the best stories, and they're just like, yes.
Do you ever read any like bedtime stories?
Yes, I do.
So you don't have any full penetration.
I don't have any
on
full
the site?
penetration. I don't even really have any nudity at all. The most is
Really
like
any?
a top like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
a cut up methinks
Yeah,
top.
cut up methinks top.
And you're reading a book.
Yeah, and I'm reading a book.
You read chapters out of Vampire Diaries.
I'm leaning into the camera so they can see down my shirt.
Well, I'm gonna make a call here.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if this technology even works.
Okay.
I gotta figure it out here. But we got I know someone that's got an OnlyFans site.
Oh, okay.
And let's see here.
Is it that girl down in Austin?
No,
No. Okay.
could have gone that route,
Mm-hmm.
but I decided to go a different route. And let's see if this works.
Okay.
His name is Stefan.
Oh, another reference to the Vampire Diaries?
It's a him,
Stefan Salvatore?
I guess.
Okay.
That's another reference here.
Good job.
I don't know. All right, let's see here. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Can we hear it? Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I got a picture of him too.
Hello,
Is this Stefan?
this is Stefan.
Stefan, how you doing this evening?
Good, doing good.
Stefan.
Good, good. Hey, I talked to you earlier about your OnlyFans page. I wanted to give you a call and talk to you about how
Got it
this is.
caught.
That's him right there.
Wow.
I wanted to talk to you about how that worked. How are you feeling about OnlyFans shutting down its content, especially all the content that you create?
I'm a little angry. That's a lot of my income. I used to be a pastor at a church, and these days I make all the money on the OnlyFans, and it's tough knowing that that's going to start to dry up. I got to find another place to go.
Or
Can
are
I do it on?
are
Can
you
I do it
gonna
on your website? Maybe jjtm.com.
Stefan? I like it. Are you gonna modify your content at all and keep your OnlyFans?
Well, the rules are a little murky on
Okay.
what pornographic exactly is.
Okay.
I have a new bit where I put my penis inside a bong.
A bong.
Is that how you clean it? You clean your bong with your penis?
No, it's how you get high.
Oh,
Ooh.
is that a new way of shotgunning things?
Osmosis.
In a sense.
Can you do that with a vape? Susie, I got a vape over here. Can you? Can I get high that
Uh,
way?
Yeah. So I don't know. Is that pornographic material?
Does that go against their standards? Like, can you no longer like? I am really confused because it does say they don't want any sexual acts on there.
But
But
if
you
you're
listen-
penetrating a bong,
That's not really a sexual act, right?
right?
What about like a muffler to a car?
Oh, you have to make sure it's cold. Could burn yourself off.
You could. Have
While
you ever done
jerk-
that,
While you jerk
Stefan?
yourself
Oh.
off.
Yes.
You have done
Yes.
that?
A muffler.
Yes, that vacuum hose, the drive-through bank. My favorite's the Eclair.
An eclair.
I like the lemon cream.
Nice.
The texture's nice.
Wow.
I went to a Build-A-Bear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They didn't appreciate that so much. But
It's not the one at Grapevine Mills, is it?
yes.
Oh my God. I've had bears built there for loved ones.
Me too. And they loved it.
So what? Yeah. If you can't penetrate stationary objects on OnlyFans anymore, what are you going to do?
So I started playing the guitar with my penis. It's more art.
Ah,
Wow.
performance
I got
art.
it down. So now I'm moving to the flute and the French horn.
With your penis.
Yes.
Or is that more with your butt?
No,
So
it's
you could pass air.
it's all penis all the time.
Are
Oh,
you
wow.
are
All
you
penis all the time.
producing air with your penis, or is the penis pushing the valves down?
Oh.
You have to subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
All right.
That's called a tease. I am on the radio, right?
Yes.
The internet radio.
The internet radio show. No one listens to the internet radio program.
And I love the internet radio program.
Well, Stefan, we hope you find another outlet you can use down the road.
Or another inlet.
Or
Oh, there you go. There you go. Listen to you go.
and I like it that you're switching from penetrating things to playing things.
Keeping the peas there.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
I'm wondering if that'll be more of the art and less of the porn.
Oh, stuck with another P and said the big word.
Yep.
So I'm hoping as soon as I get my my French horn back from the tone shop, I'm hoping to do a show with Pink Flamingo.
I didn't know the tone shop took care of French horns. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice. I know one of the owners of the tone shop. I can send him a message and
Yes.
find out where your horn is.
Oh, he'll know me. Just tell him Stefan sent you.
Stefan. Okay, I will.
Well, Stefan, it's been great. Thanks for chatting with us this evening.
All right. I love the show.
Good
Oh,
luck with your
thank you.
future endeavors.
I watch every week.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Bye.
That was Stefan
Stefan and his OnlyFans.
and his OnlyFans site.
You can find him at OnlyFans. Hashtag Stefan.
I think it's backward slash.
Oh yeah, sorry, backward slash.
Backward slash Stefan.
Stefan.
Wow.
That was amazing.
I got another fun one. Then we'll go into something a little bit serious.
Okay.
It's not hardcore serious, but a little bit serious. What do you think about? Let me take Stefan down here.
He was hot though. I don't mind if you kept him up.
Oh, you want me to? There he is. Look at that. What's going on right here
What is it?
in this area, right there,
I don't
sticking
know.
through the thing?
I just don't know.
Anyway, roller coasters.
You put him back up?
I did so I could point out his package.
Oh, okay.
Roller coasters.
What about him?
You a
Have-
fan?
I am a fan. Have you heard about this one in Japan that's been breaking people's bones?
Yes, that's what I was bringing up.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
insane.
It's
So it's been
nuts.
running for 2 decades. It opened in 2001.
What? Okay.
It's the fastest coaster in the world. It goes 0 to 112 or it's the fastest accelerating roller coaster. 0 to 112 in 1.5 seconds.
Whoa.
And it's pretty basic. Here, watch right up here. Let's
Okay.
see. I think I can do this. Yeah, I can do this.
Mhm.
And then we'll watch it play here in just a second.
Okay.
But it's pretty stinking I don't know.
So did it just now start crushing people's bones?
Yeah, they said within the past year.
Do you think people just aren't eating enough yogurt, like calcium and stuff?
Maybe
They're-
it's
they've got
Japan.
brittle
They
bone
eat all
syndrome?
fish and rice.
Oh, so this should be good.
You'd think they'd be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go. Check it out. Right
Okay.
up here.
Okay.
Let me hit play. Get this thing going. But it shoots out of the station like a freaking rocket and hits 112 miles an hour and then takes this giant banking turn. It's kind of jittery. Just because that's how YouTube is when playing YouTube through YouTube into YouTube again.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But it makes this giant banking turn, straightens back out, does a loop, and then another turn.
And are people breaking their bones in the same spot on the ride?
From what I read, they were.
Okay.
And it's all at the acceleration, the taking off. But someone a few years ago, when they came out of that first tunnel, hit a bird in that front car, hit
Oh
a
my
bird.
gosh.
Bam!
Wow. Yeah, that would cause some serious damage.
Now, Ferrari has one that's out at in Abu Dhabi
Mm-hmm.
that when it takes off, you wear a helmet or a type of little face shield on it
Oh, really?
because it goes so fast and it's so big.
Oh, wow. Hey, do
I
you have any
want-
Coca-Cola? I think I want a drink.
You'd have to look in there.
Okay.
I don't know if I brought any out or not. But I wanted to ride it when I went over there, but Shelby, who I was with, she was told not to ride it because she may pop a boob.
Oh, okay.
Because that's been known to happen. Like, I guess that's a thing with that roller coaster,
Mm-hmm.
is that it goes so fast when it shoots you out of the station that
That you could pop a boob.
you can pop boobs,
Wow.
which is pretty freaking crazy.
I pop collars usually.
Like this,
Sometimes tags.
sometimes tags. But does any roller coaster freak you out? Do you get scared of any?
No.
Has any of them? You don't have any fear?
Nope. No fear.
Any ride? Any
No.
type of ride?
No. Well, okay. Hold on. Just a second.
So I got in this conversation over the weekend.
Okay. Yes, there are roller coasters that scare me. But I like it. Like,
You'll ride it anyway.
oh yeah. Like the Superman, like you are so high up that it just scares the crap out of you, but it's like so cool, and then you drop and it's just like it's amazing.
That ride seems like a waste of time to me
Oh, it's not.
because you just shoot straight up and then come straight back down.
No, well, you don't come straight back down. I guess you do come straight
It's
back
just
down.
a sled. It's
Yeah.
like the
But you're up there and you're like looking around and you're like, oh my gosh, any minute now it's gonna drop. Any minute now it's gonna drop, and you're just like up there, and then all of a sudden it's like drops you.
yeah.
Yeah, and they have that.
It's like the Top Thrill Dragster kind of does the same thing. It looks like a waste of time for me because you just go up and back down
Oh man, it's
and come back.
great. And then the one though that really terrifies me, and I've not been on it yet since it opened, is that new one at Six Flags Arlington that goes. You're on the swings and you go up. It's like a big old needle, and then you start swinging around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think being up that high, swinging around would scare the crap out of me.
I don't have any desire to ride that either. And it's not that I'm scared or anything of it. Like I
Uh-huh.
would do it, but it's like the parachutes at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
They're wasting my time.
Yeah,
I want something that's gonna thrill me for a while.
I love Superman though, and it doesn't thrill you for a while, but it thrills you for enough.
Now you're talking about
I
the
like it.
Superman at our Six Flags?
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking about the Superman, the Man of Steel roller coaster
Oh no.
out in
Uh-uh.
California. That's the sled
Oh yeah.
that
No
shoots
no
you
no.
out and up,
No.
and then
Sorry.
you come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Superman where you're going up. You're so high up, and then it all of a sudden drops you,
drops
and
you.
then you go back up a little, and then
Yeah.
it drops you some more. It's fun.
I'm with RoboTuner. Tower of Terror at Disney World,
Disneyland.
but the one at Disney World is bigger and better.
Disney World blows goats. You all know it.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It kills Disneyland.
Disneyland's the best, but
Disneyland's great if you're not cool, if you like going to the Traders Village of
I cannot.
We've
you
talked
take
about
it
this.
back.
We've talked about this past.
Take it back right now.
Disneyland is the same
best.
size as Six Flags.
Disneyland is the best.
Disney World is amazing. Anyway, the Tower of Terror at Disney World is ridiculous.
It is scary.
It is, even because it's different than the one from Disneyland.
So, but you go up in the elevator.
You go through the ride.
And then the doors open.
You go through the ride.
Yeah.
Like the cart goes through the ride.
Yeah.
Then the doors open. But the one at Disney World's taller.
Okay.
And there are something like 30 or 40 different programmed rides of how you fall in it.
Oh, cool. So it's not the same experience every time.
No.
That's
so
awesome.
Sometimes you'll get it as the doors open, you'll feel yourself lock in. And used to, it would sling you all the way to the top, then drop you, sling you back up and drop you. Now it may drop you, sling you halfway up, drop you again, then sling you all the way to the top, drop you, sling you back up to the top, drop you some more.
Yeah.
And then the drops aren't just complete falls. It's like it'll jagger itself. Like you'll fall like a story or half a story and then go down and then back up. So it's programmed completely
That's
crazy.
Pretty cool. That is really cool.
So they say, average person will never have the same ride twice.
Cool.
And I lived on that ride when it opened.
Yeah.
Get off, run around, get back in line.
I am a roller coaster freak. I love roller coasters, and like Jay Smith said, we're going in the fall, and
I'm down.
We're gonna have so much fun because I geek out with roller coasters. I love them.
And Disneyland doesn't have the Aerosmith roller coaster, right? The Rockin' roller coaster. Yeah.
No. So, but
one of the best roller coasters ever made.
One of my other favorite Six Flags, Magic Mountain, is on my way from LA up to the Central Coast, and
What's
depending on if it's open or not. I don't. It's
the 405.
Shush. Get out of here. But I'm super stoked. There's not a whole lot that I want to do. What is this?
That's the stuff I made.
Just
smell it and see what you think.
Did you infused it?
Yeah, I infused it. See what you think.
Is it whiskey?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells really good.
Take a taste
of it.
Did you infuse it
in with cinnamon? Cinnamon?
It's like cinnamon and I don't know. It's a whole bunch of stuff. I forgot what all it was. I've got it written
Hey,
down.
have you seen that Dr. Pepper is coming out with that chocolate Dr. Pepper?
Didn't they do that once before?
I don't know, but I'm pretty excited because chocolate Dr. Pepper sounds really
I
good.
almost remember having chocolate Dr. Pepper in Disney World and getting sick on it.
Well, okay. Let me taste this. See how it is.
You taste that. Okay, so one of the serious things I want to talk about, you've seen all this talk about...
Woo! It needs something in it. Where's the Coca-Cola? Let me go look.
Look in there. There could be a Sprite. I don't know. But I guess I'll talk to myself about this subject while you're looking.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
But there's a lot of chit-chat. Maddie Parker has made this her mission since she's now our mayor of this town. That she wants the name of White Settlement Road changed.
Oh, I've seen that.
And she is on a campaign to have it done, and it keeps getting brought up here and there. Is there none in there?
No.
Damn it.
Hold on. No. Okay. That's okay. I'll just sip on that.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
So anyway, there's not any Coke right down there on the floor? Okay, never mind then. No, okay. I thought there was some. So anyway, she's made this like a crusade of hers since she's gotten into office to change White Settlement Road because, she wants to get up in the times. And she doesn't want things to be racist in this city anymore. And
I actually thought White Settlement was somebody's name, but it's not.
No.
Okay.
And it's not, I don't know. I work in White Settlement all the time, drive through White Settlement all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't faze me.
Yeah.
But you talk to some people that aren't from here, and they're like, you have a town called what?
Yeah.
White Settlement, oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, the name came because it was
from Native Americans, right?
The
it was
Native
a white
Americans,
settlement.
yeah. It was the settlement of white people between a bunch of Native American
sorry.
Camps.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew it as, that's the white settlement. And so that's where the name came from. So she's saying she wants the indigenous people that live in the area to come up with a better name for it.
Maddie Parker, I like
Settle
you.
down.
However, that's just dumb. Just name it like White Road or
They were talking about calling it.
Thor.
Like the town was up for renaming in 2005, and that got voted down.
Mm-hmm.
And there's talks that they want the road to be called like West Settlement Road,
Oh, okay.
which ain't that big a deal. Yes,
Yes,
Jennifer
Jay
Smith.
You're absolutely right. We
We
have
do.
so much bigger issues.
But West Settlement, or I don't know. There was another one. I can't remember what it is, but she wants to have it changed. But yes, I'm with you. We have way bigger things to worry about.
Yeah.
And I'm with Jeff right there. What good is it to change the name of the road, but not the city? The
Yeah.
city's not going to come back up for a name change.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you're going to have, I mean, it was a trail. White Settlement Road was the trail that led out of the fort in Fort Worth to the White Settlement camp.
Oh, okay.
So that road is the same trail. The only thing that broke it up is building a giant Air Force base.
Okay.
Like White Settlement Road dead ends into an Air Force base, and then
Picks back up.
on the Lockheed side picks back up and goes
Okay.
into White Settlement.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
I like it. Military Industrial Complex Road. We could call it the Mike Road.
Yes, the Mike Road. I like that. Or we could call it the Trail to Burgers Lake.
Burgers Lake Road.
Burgers Lake Road.
Yeah.
So that's that,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm with you. There's bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
There's Maddie Parker. Come
All
on.
right. So now we get
Don't
to
make me not like you.
we get to the music side. And we're going to get sad here
Okay.
because today the legendary drummer of the band the Rolling Stones died.
Man,
Charlie
I thought
Watts.
for sure you were going to talk about the guy that's the saxophone player for UB40 because he also died.
Today?
Yes.
What when?
Earlier today.
Really?
Yes.
What a suck ass thing.
Yeah, one of the founding members of UB40.
To get overshadowed by someone this big. Like, who was it that died the day of Michael Jackson?
Oh, I don't know.
It was, what's her name?
Somebody else.
The bikini model from the 70s that everybody loved. She was an actress.
Cheryl Teagues.
Bo
Bo Derek.
Derek died the same day as Michael Jackson.
Oh, man. I didn't even know she was dead.
Yeah. Butt
Huh.
cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she got overshadowed by Michael Jackson. So now the Rolling Stones are overshadowing the UB40
UB40.
drummer. I didn't even know
Yeah.
about it because
No,
everything's
not
been
the
Charlie
drummer,
Watts.
the sax player.
Or the sax player.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie Watts. Now you hate Rolling Stones, right?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly
With a
what I
passion?
do. I hate the Rolling Stones.
Because every time I try to play one of their songs,
I absolutely have you turn it off. I tell you I don't
you
like
freak out.
it.
You say it's from some other band that
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I feel the same way about the Rolling Stones as I do about the Smashing Pumpkins.
You do, really? Is that how bad you feel about them?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Seriously?
No.
Oh. Well, I was just wondering because you gave me hell about them all hardcore one night.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, golly. No, I didn't.
When we were at record store day at Division Brewing.
I didn't give
I
you...
wanted to buy that record, and you're like, that's a piece of shit band. What have they ever done?
That sounds just like me. Sounds exactly like what I would say.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
No, you kept saying, is that the band that did the stupid songs like When the Levee Breaks? Or...
Don't.
Just poking at me when you knew that it was my father's favorite band.
I did not know that it was your father's favorite band.
Oh, I think I told you that after that.
Yeah, get
That's
out
why
of
I
here.
have some type of love for the Rolling Stones because that was all I heard when I went over to his house.
They just there was something that I just never listened to growing up.
Yeah, that was another thing. You said you didn't know any of their songs. Do you really not know any of their songs?
Oh, that greatest hits album that we saw, I knew a lot of the songs.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. But probably just mostly through osmosis, because I know I can tell you for sure my parents did not have a Rolling Stones album.
Was that too seedy for them?
Sticky
Sticky fingers way too much? A picture of his
Probably.
crotch?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That one I don't think would have flown by. My dad was very conservative. Growing up, he was conservative. Even now, he would probably be uncomfortable with it. When I was on the phone with him the other day, we were talking about my kids calling me Susan.
Yeah.
And he's like, it makes me really uncomfortable. He's like, they should call you mom. So, like, he still has some real kind
They
of,
should.
he still has some conservative things. They do call me mom.
I don't call my mom Debbie
Every once in a while.
unless I'm trying to get her attention.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
if they're trying to get my attention, or if I've done something that, you know, like they want to like point it out that I did something wrong or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, no, they call me Susan. But
What does this have to do with the Rolling Stones?
so anyways, my dad was very conservative when I was growing up. He's not so much now, so it might surprise you to hear that. So Rolling Stones was not something that we listened to.
Oh. I mean, a lot of the early Rolling Stone stuff was sweet and hippie.
Well, so my mom didn't listen to the Rolling Stones either.
I mean, you know, she
The
talks to
Beatles?
rainbows. Come on.
The Beatles, the Simon and Garfunkel, the Mamas and the Papas.
What are you talking about? This Mama and Papa's and their. You have a lot of weird ties to the family.
Oh, the Beach Boys. Speaking of the ties to the family,
You
yeah,
have a lot of weird ties to the family.
Yeah.
Candace Bergen.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need to sit down and talk about this sometime.
yeah. And
This whole book I'm reading is opening me up.
to how much I was tied to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
I actually have Charlie's number. You want to call him?
He's dead.
I got the number to his ghost. You want to call him? Let's see if Charlie's ghost answers. Hopefully Charlie's ghost has a different voice.
Charles Manson's ghost? Oh, Charlie Webb's ghost.
Charlie Watts.
Watts.
Well, hello?
Is this
Who is this?
is Charlie Watts?
Yes, this is Charlie Watts of the Rolling Stones. Who am I speaking with?
Is this you in the afterlife?
Well, yes, I am dead. I've just arrived here in the purgatory area of heaven yesterday. Who am I speaking with, sir?
My name's
are you?
Dustin. I'm with the Jerry Jonestown Massacre here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, so not even dead for 24 hours, and some yank doing a podcast has the ability to communicate with me from the land of the living.
Hey, I'll yank on you.
Fucking amazing.
You and your dirty dead corpse.
Wow.
No, I'm saying it's amazing. So are you speaking with me through a psychic or a medium of some type? How are you able to do this right now?
Yes, I have a psychic here. Her name is Susie, and she has channeled away from me to talk to you through a telephone that rang 3 times.
Well, that's amazing because here in heaven, well, actually the purgatory area of heaven, all that happens, I was just standing here minding my own fuck all, and then cellular phone just materializes out of nowhere, ringing right next to my face, and I just thought I might answer it. So, but so the Jerry Jonestown Massacre. So that sounds very, very familiar, like a band named after my former bandmate Brian Jones, who I've also seen up here. The Brian Jonestown Massacre, which, by the way, they still owe him royalties for the use of his name. Did you know that?
I did not know that. So Brian is still roaming around purgatory? It's been a while.
Well,
How do you get out of
actually,
there?
heaven just let him in yesterday, and he's been dead for 52 fucking years. Can you believe that?
Where was he
Yeah,
at for 52 years?
In Purgatory.
Well,
Have you
that's
never
how
read
fucked up heaven
Dante's
is right
Inferno?
now.
Have
Oh,
you never read Dante's
Saint
Inferno?
I've seen it.
Yes.
I've seen
Saint
the
Peter is a very busy individual, mate, and in fact, that's how it is like here in purgatory. So I pass away, and all of a sudden I end up in this this semi-paradise of a place, and they give you a buzzer like they do at the restaurants, you know, when you're waiting your turn to find out to be seated, and then it's almost like waiting in line at the Department of Transport whenever you want your fucking license renewed to register your car. So so I imagine I'm going to be waiting in here a while since they just let Brian in yesterday.
Hey,
So, I
have
also
you?
actually had a dance session with him in Dusty Hill not too
I was going to ask
earlier
about.
this afternoon.
I was going to ask about
Yeah.
Dusty. Have you seen any some random saxophone player running around there that looks pretty fresh?
I don't think so.
He
Not
plays
not.
with a little band called
There's some people
UB40.
up here in Purgatory. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, love. What?
He played with a little band called UB40.
Yes, I do remember UB4. I think they won a festival tour with us back in the '80s, if I remember correctly.
What about
Yeah.
what about like one of the forefathers of doom music, that Eric Wagner? Is he walking around up there? He'd be like all hairy and heavy, and
No, I don't think I've seen him actually, but I have seen John Bonham. Now, one thing about I did ask him about the
John's been
Mudshock
dead
incident,
forever
and
too.
he still won't tell me if the Mudshock incident is real or not. But I will tell you something that is real though. Now that I'm dead, and the incident between Mick and Marianne Faithfull, you know, the super groupie with the Mars chocolate bar. Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. It was an orgy, and I was there. She actually asked him if he wanted to fuck her out of this world. Yeah, and Mick's like, "Yeah, let's go to Mars, baby." So yeah, he shoved it in her cunt, and he started eating her out in more ways than one. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like an orgy up here in heaven, here in purgatory.
Jesus.
So far, I fucked Betty Page, Marilyn Monroe, Liz Taylor. You know, all the bitches I used to wank it to when I was alive. Even Anna Nicole Smith. And before you ask, yes, she still has her muff. So I guess you could say my drumstick's getting plenty of action, not just behind the kit.
In
Jesus.
less than 24 hours.
Yeah, that's a hell of a 24 hours, man.
Dang.
Yeah,
sounds like
and actually,
fun.
I met this bloke. I did make this bloke earlier today named Peter Steele. He was in a band called Typo Negative. In fact, here he is. What's up, Peter? Oh, yeah, it's someone named Dustin from the Jerry Jones Massacre. What? You want to talk to him? All right, here you go. Hello, Dustin.
Hey, Peter, man, it's
Peter.
been a long time. We
Yeah,
haven't heard
what
from
the
you in
fuck
a
don't you
while.
tell me up here anymore, huh? I thought I was your only dead friend. Fucking calling up Charlie Watts instead of me. You haven't had me do a bit for your show in 6 years, and Charlie's up here for a day. You call him instead of me. Man, fuck
All right.
this shit, Charlie. You can have the phone back.
All right, we'll
I
call
never
you.
saved
We
this
will
group.
call you. We will call you. Calm down. Calm down. Just 'cause-
Okay, Dustin, my friend, I'm very sorry about that. He's a very scary man.
so, since you're dead, I do have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, mate.
And no, lead singer of your band, Mick Jagger.
Yeah, Mick?
Yeah, Mick.
Yeah.
What's the true story about him and David Bowie?
Oh, it happened. It happened many a time.
Many a
just both-
time.
Many a time, yeah. I wasn't there for any of it, mind you, but it did happen many a time.
Sure, you
They
weren't.
both chose to deny it from the great advice of their publicists. You know what I mean?
No Mars bars involved in that. I want to go outer
Mhm.
space.
No, that's just with Marianne. Yeah, Marianne, she's a freaky bitch. She's still alive though, I believe.
Yeah, she
I don't
sings on
think she's really
Metallica
up yet,
records.
Yeah, I heard about that too. The memory remains. I remember seeing that music video when I was alive.
Yeah, she's yodeling.
Yeah, la 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 la. She's actually sounds like a sick frog, mate. I didn't know if she could ever sing faithfully. No pun intended.
Well, Charlie, do you have any idea on when your buzzer might go off and when you may actually get to enter heaven, or do you think you'll be taking that staircase down into the fiery flames of hell?
Well, if that's the case, then at least I got a little piece of paradise up here. You know what I mean? And I mean, shit. My old mate Brian, he just got into heaven last week, and he's been dead for 52 years. So who knows how long I have? I mean, St. Peter's just one person doing all these judgments, you know. But
Well,
if
be
that
sure to.
happens, then at least I'm in a good place, right?
Well, you may be joined shortly by Violent J from the Insane Clown Posse. He's having heart issues, so you may get to
One
do
thing
some
that-
some collaborating with him.
Yeah, one day that really niche clown like rap hip hop band from Detroit.
Yeah,
I think I remember them. Yeah.
yeah. You've
Okay,
never
okay.
you guys never went to a festival of the Juggalos and played?
I don't think we ever put on the bill with those guys. No, maybe on a diversity tour of Europe or something, but I wouldn't have recognized them had I seen them. You know.
So do you have? I guess the band is just going to say, "Fuck it, we don't care that you're dead, and we're going to continue touring." How do you feel about that?
Well, the last thing I remember before I died is that I told the mates that I would have to take some time off from the first leg of the tour because of I had to have heart surgery, but I suppose I didn't come out of it because that's the last thing I remember was going under. And I guess I just didn't wake up, and then I remember being here. I don't know what happened other than that. Has my publicist said anything else though?
No,
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I know that Steve Jordan was supposed to be the one taking your place on tour, I believe.
Steve Jordan, eh?
Yeah, and I mean, no, your publicist hasn't said anything, but Ringo Starr, you know, he said, "God bless Charlie Watts. We're gonna miss you, man. Peace and love to the family. Love, Ringo." Why couldn't they have taken him?
Hey,
What?
Yeah, Ringo was a good guy. A fuck a lot better than Pete Best. That guy was a fucking wanker.
there you go.
And then Elton said, "It's a very sad day. Charlie Watts was the ultimate drummer, the most stylish of men, and such brilliant company. My deepest condolences to your family, and of course the Stones." And then Paul McCartney did some video thing I don't want to listen to.
Oh, fucking Paul.
Freaking David Coverdale, man, from Whitesnake.
Dude.
Yeah, he's a huge
Wait,
fan
what?
of yours. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Deep Purple? Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He took it.
No,
Ian
no,
Gillian's
not
place
Deep
after he
Purple.
got sacked.
Whitesnake.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that he was in Deep Purple before Whitesnake.
He was.
After
Come on.
Gillian got sacked.
Don't give any cred to Deep Purple. It's all Whitesnake. Come on. Anyway, Billy Corgan loved you.
But you do again.
That
I'm
terrible
sorry, what,
person from the
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins.
And another bass player you may soon be joined with, Rex Brown from Pantera. Said that
They were a Texas metal band. Yeah. So tragic what happened to those guys. I actually haven't run into them yet down in Purgatory, but I don't know, but I think St. Peter doesn't actually go in chronological order as far as what year you've died, but more or less by the deeds that you've done.
oh,
And
wow.
I think those guys got into heaven pretty soon after their arrival here. Yeah, more power to them, man.
yeah, because you're fucking people with chocolate bars. It's going to take a while to clear that off your record.
Well, yeah, that is true, mate. Even though I was aware that I didn't partake.
You
Yeah,
were
I was
there.
very faithful to my wife of over 50 years.
Guilty by
That is what I was meant
association.
as well.
You were at the orgy. It's guilty by association.
Hey, well, if St. Peter deems it so, then hell, what can I do?
All right. Well, it's been fun, Charlie. Maybe we'll holler at you in the future. You and Peter Steele can do an intro for the show or something.
All right, that sounds great, mate. Yeah, be sure to keep in touch via your psychic friend over there. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you chaps, but I must go. Anne Balloon actually wants to twin with my cork.
Oh, we'll keep it stiff and blue for her.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. Out.
All right, cheers, mate.
Later. Ooh, I accidentally hung up too quick.
Wow.
Huh. So that's how that goes.
That was amazing.
It kind of was amazing. All right. So as we reach the end of the show, we're getting close. Eric Wagner from the band Trouble and the Obsessed Doom bands.
Okay.
He passed away too.
Oh, man. Today?
COVID pneumonia. He was 62. It was last week, but the news came out yesterday
Yeah.
that he had passed away. And then, like I said earlier, Violent J from ICP, they had their gathering of the Juggalos this past weekend, and I know
Mhm.
you've always wanted to go to that,
I have.
and you're very disappointed that you couldn't go this year.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is
he's
the Gathering of the Juggalos in Detroit? Is that where they just said that
Where
band
are
was
they?
from?
yeah, I think it was in Ohio. Nothing good is in Ohio except Cedar Point.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. Yeah, you're right.
And
There's good
Canton.
stuff. Okay. But I think that's where they had it. I don't exactly remember where they had it.
Anyways, I missed out.
Anyway, you missed out on the Gathering of the Juggalos, but he made his announcement that ICP is going to have a farewell tour, and that's it because he has AFib
Oh, okay.
with his heart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the one that you can just, it's the bad one that can cause all sorts of problems.
Mm-hmm.
So, and probably years of cocaine of abuse,
Mm-hmm.
something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that might do it?
Yeah.
But,
I wonder if they could get him a new valve and then regulate the electricity that goes to it.
but he says he wants to take it easy from now on.
That's
So they're
smart.
calling a farewell tour.
Smart. AFib
Yeah.
causes a lot of damage.
AFib does cause a lot of damage. Oh, I forgot to put up Charlie's photo while we were talking to him.
Oh, it's okay.
YouTube.
He's dead.
Well, I had a picture of him dead.
Oh, okay.
Not
X'd
really.
out eyes, little coins on his eyes.
No, he was blue, like a spirit in Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Netflix and chill. You been watching anything good?
I have been watching Working Moms. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Love it.
Doesn't sound up my alley.
It's not, I don't think it's up your alley.
Okay.
But anybody who is a working mom or a woman of a certain age will find it really funny. I talked about it on my own show, but it takes place in Canada, and they talk about some gnarly stuff, but it's really good. It's amazing. I like it. So I've been watching that a lot. I've been watching. There's a new season of not Lone Star Law. What's the other one?
North Star Law?
Northwoods Law.
Northwoods Law.
Yeah.
Where does
And
that take place at?
it takes place in New Hampshire.
Okay.
And every once in a while, things like transfer over from like Vermont or Maine or whatever. And sometimes they go up to the border of Canada. So it's a great show. I love it. I feel like such a nerd that I love it so much. But I'm interested in all these people's lives. They get like a promotion. I'm super excited. It's
What's
it's
that
a good one.
You were talking about that's the ambulance drivers and stuff down in New
Oh,
Orleans.
in New Orleans, that is called Night Watch.
Night Watch. Is
Yeah.
that on all the time? Or
No,
is
it's
it
not
just...
on all the time. It's on A&E.
Okay.
And you have to just find it and like set your recorder to record it whenever it comes on. And it came back for like 6 episodes and then it's been gone again. And I don't,
Just 6 episodes?
yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't know what's totally going on with it, but hopefully it'll come back because it's a good one. I love it. That's another one that I would just really love. And
I watched it one night.
I keep thinking about getting rid of my cable, and then I realize no, because like I watch them all. You know, I watch my Bravo shows. I watch the Below Deck. Man, Below Deck this year. That Lexi, I want to kill her.
I would have thrown her off the boat.
I would have fired her
She's
long
aggravating.
ago.
She's aggravating.
Yeah, and the fact that she's just, doesn't care about her job or whatever is irritating when you have to care about it so much because things have to be done so fast. Because those charters are not long. I think the longest one I've seen is like 4 days.
4 days. That's
Yeah.
the longest one I've seen.
Yeah, and so it's fast.
And that was the, or maybe in 3 days, 4 days. That was Mr. Skin because they did all those photo shoots and the naked news stuff and everything out on those boats.
Yeah. So that's like the longest. It's typically 2 or 3 days. It's not long.
Do you think? Because I have a theory that the network pays for the tip, that the client actually doesn't. Because it always looks like the exact same envelope
Oh.
when they hand the money over. It's always cash.
Well,
It's never check or anything.
yeah, no, that part might be like tradition or whatever. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
it always looks exactly the same, and I wonder if the network pays for it.
well, the network might supply the envelope, but they might pay for the tip. You know the trips that the Real Housewives take everywhere the network pays for.
Yeah.
And the location,
The
wherever
location where
the
they're
hotel.
and the food and
Yeah.
wherever they go to
Like I
eat
think
or
one
whatever.
time they went to the Wiz Khalifa place in
Black
the
and Yellow.
United Emirates.
Oh, they
I
did.
think that place paid for it. Yeah, because they went up to the very tippy top.
It's not Wiz Khalifa.
Yes, it is. What's it called?
The Burj Khalifa.
I was close. Wiz Khalifa, Burj Khalifa, very close.
And then there's the Burj Emirate. That's the hotel. That's the only 7-star hotel in the world.
Ooh, wow. You know what I want to do though every time I see the Burj Khalifa? It is such a beautiful building and stuff, but I want to do like a squirrel suit.
And jump off of it.
I jump off of it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You could do that. I mean,
Yeah.
they do that.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a
If they had like
skydive group.
or if they had like a zip line that went from the top of the Burj Khalifa down to the ground somewhere.
There's
mean,
one on another building that goes across the pools.
Uh huh.
They were building that when I was there.
Oh, that's cool.
But they have a zip line that goes across all the pools and everything. And they were building the.
It would have to be so long from the Burj Khalifa because it's so tall. So that would be fun
Well-
because you would see everything.
Well, that's the problem. I think if you came off of it, it's so much taller than everything else. It would be too vertical. You'd have to start midway down.
Well, you would have to, or it would have to be really long. It may have to hit another building and then hit another building and then make its way down to the ground.
So they have one that's super freaking tall that comes down. And it goes across that marina that's in front of where the water is,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes by There's a picture frame thing that they built. That's a big sculpture of
Picture frame.
Yeah, it's a picture frame. It means something looking out
Okay.
through the desert or something like
Okay.
that. But it goes by it and everything. They were building all that when I was there.
Oh, that's cool. So do the people that are on like the zip line, do they get to be in the middle of the frame and like,
No,
No?
it just goes by it.
dang
it
it?
doesn't go.
You know, and how like Disneyland has like the camera set up, you know, so that you could be like, and
Yeah,
get your picture taken as you're going through.
they supposedly have built a giant water slide too off one of the buildings.
That would be fun. How would you feel about doing one of those like roller coasters up at the top of the building, like in Las Vegas?
That's not a roller coaster.
No, like the one that is the roller coaster.
They closed that one.
Okay,
From what I was told, they closed it because of foundation issues. But,
But
they
how-
have the ones that just like lean over and shoot out and
Yeah.
stop.
uh-huh.
That's not a roller coaster.
No,
That's
no,
just
no,
a thrill
no,
ride.
no. I'm talking about like the one that was like the roller
Roller-
coaster when it was there. Would you have done that?
Probably,
I might have too.
probably. But I'm almost. We have lowbrows in here. He would
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He would know if
baby
it's opening
boy.
one.
I didn't know you had AFib. Yeah, if you know the name of that roller coaster. But I would definitely do what Adam, when I come to visit you, I want to go do the I want to do the zip line through the street.
Well, which one do you want to do?
I want to do the one where you're laying
And
and you're facing
Well, there's two.
Fremont.
There's two
I
now.
want-
There's
are
the
they both on
Fremont
Fremont?
one. No, the
No.
Fremont one's cool because you're in that trendy area. It's
Yeah.
not as high. But now they have the other one that's down where we stayed by the Flamingo and the Caesars
Mhm.
that shoots towards the big Ferris wheel.
Oh, cool. And
And
you
it's
said it's higher?
high up
Okay.
there.
I want to do both.
Yeah.
I would do both. The
I
only,
wanted to do it. No one else wanted to do it.
I wanted I like
But I
the
wanted to
Fremont
gamble.
one because you're like it's all, like you're like laying down and you're going across it. The only
The
zip
other one's that way too.
Oh, cool.
You
Because
lay
the
down.
only one I've ever done is the kind where you sit in it and I mean it was over Paladaro Canyon, so it was really cool and really pretty, but
Did you ever ride the what is it? The New York Express or whatever, the roller coaster there at New York.
no. Mm-mm.
They closed it for a while because it wrecked or something, tore the lift up. But
So,
yeah,
a Force Ghost.
Vegas needs more rides.
Vegas does need more rides.
I mean, if you pay enough money, you'll get a ride in your room.
Could I?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So back to Netflix and chilling.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
On Netflix, I know that there's a new episode of new season of Virgin River, but I haven't been watching it.
I watched a series because I was told that I would like it,
Mm-hmm.
called Brand New Cherry Flavor.
Okay.
You might like it. It's really screwed up. The whole show's screwed up.
Okay.
But it's about a girl that wants to direct a movie. She comes to Hollywood. Yeah. She's of course picked on by the guy that wants to help her to produce her movie.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to direct it. The guy doesn't want her to direct it. It's her baby. He then gets handsies with her and tries to make a move on her or whatever. Says she doesn't know how to play the Hollywood game right. She goes to a witch, and the witch puts curses on him and stuff, and it turns into this whole bloodbath and chaos for the next few weeks.
Adam loved it. Brand new cherry flavor.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty good. I dug it. I love the way it was shot. It's very David Lynch feel, but a little bit vanilla.
Ah, hey, look at that.
Yeah,
You
there you
guys
go.
both said it at the same time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Lynch and Cronenberg had a love series.
Okay.
That's basically, yeah, definitely it. It was cool. I love the way it was shot. It's really neat. It's not for everyone because it's a little bizarre, but it's not like Twin Peaks bizarre.
Okay, and I really enjoyed Twin Peaks.
So, and then
Eraser had damaged me a little.
did you ever watch
Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But did you ever watch God dang it. Fuck. You see Blue I always get it mixed up with Blue Velvet. God dang it. Nicolas Cage is in it
Oh,
with Laura Dern.
oh my gosh. You're gonna have to look it up because I can't think of it either.
The one where you
You're-
want to take a taste of
Yeah,
take
eat
a
a
taste
peach.
of peach.
Yeah, I know. I've not seen it.
That one is ridiculously crazy.
Your candle is messing with my allergies.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was trying to get the sterilization smell out of here from everything. Wild at Heart is what it was. Yeah, there you go.
Wild at Heart.
RoboTuner Wild at Heart.
Okay.
We might have to sit down and watch that sometime.
Okay.
Have a big old. We're supposed to have a big old watching party with a bunch of movies
Oh yeah. No, we do. We've got a long list now of movies.
because there's a lot of stuff Jeff hasn't seen.
Yep. We haven't watched Mallrats in a while.
Got to watch Mallrats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've quoted it today though.
No, I don't think you have.
Hmm.
You're slacking on your game.
So the other show I've been watching, which you have to have Apple Plus
Mm-hmm.
or Apple TV Plus or whatever it is, but it is so worth it, is Ted Lasso.
I've heard that it's really good.
Second season's going, and I caught up yesterday while I was working on some things, and there was an episode last night I watched twice
Oh wow. Okay.
because it was done so well and so good, and the way they handled the issue in the show was so great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give any of it away, but season 2, episode 3 is which one it was.
Okay.
Dubai Air. That was what'll give it away if
Is
anybody's seen
it
it.
their shower in a dong?
Huh?
Season 2, episode 3.
No, that was that show you were watching. And I think every
was
female was watching.
Season 1, episode 3.
What was that show?
It was called something sex. Something.
Hot sex. My stupid sex. Something.
It was, I don't know. It was a show about sex. There was a lot of sex in it. I didn't like that lady's nipples. Pink Flamingo is my all-time favorite.
Oh yeah. Yep. Wild at Heart. We're gonna have to sit down and watch that.
Okay.
Jesus, I can't think of what it was called. Something. My dumb sex. I'm stupid at sex.
Sex life.
Sex life. That's what it is.
My dumb sex.
Because I watched a little bit of it. I was like, this is stupid.
It was
But I didn't know what was going on.
it was really an interesting season. I can't remember if it was one season or 2 seasons, whatever it was that I watched. It was good, and it was some of the things that they were trying to work their way through were real. You know, like I could see people having to go through these situations, but the last part of it was no good. Why? What?
You just got a text message on Messenger.
Okay.
You should go look at it.
Okay. Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe not now.
Okay.
We just won't talk about it, but it's just funny.
Okay. All right, I'll look later.
So, yeah, those are the things I've watched that were. I mean, Ted Lasso's amazing. Period.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Even it doesn't really have anything to do with soccer, but it is funny.
Okay.
Like some of the stuff they do to bring up soccer rivalries is pretty cool in the background, but
Mhm.
it's a great show.
Cool.
Great show.
Yeah. The stuff I really like on Netflix is like the Great British Baking Show. And then I'll stumble across some ones. Like Working Moms was recommended to me by my friend Andrea, and Virgin River was recommended by someone else. I can't remember who.
And I watched that one RoboTuner was talking about a couple of weeks ago, Gunpowder Milkshake.
Oh, hey, What We Do in the Shadows returns 9/2. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes. But I watched Gunpowder Milkshake. It's pretty good. It's a movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I liked it. But there's a lot of people in that movie I like.
Cool.
It's all female cast,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. except for pig vomit.
Okay.
Oh, you've never seen Howard Stern?
No, I've not.
Paul Gigliomalio. It's not really his name. I make it way more
Mm-hmm.
extravagant than it needs to be. Anyway, all right. Well,
A little TV time.
little TV time.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, we should probably talk about the Funky Town podcast is back.
It is back.
Our friend did
First
his
show this week.
inaugural episode this week. It is posted on YouTube.
Did he
and
keep the
his
YouTube feed up?
His Podbean. It's on his Podbean.
That's it. Reservation Dogs. I want to watch that.
Oh, okay.
But
Cool.
yeah, it's
Good
up
job,
on
Adam.
his Podbean. It's up on. It's now showing up back up on all the Funky Town podcast
Yep.
feeds.
Yep.
It was pretty good. I listened to it this week. He had Jeff Chase on
Yep.
talk about some Uncle Toasty action,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty good. It's good.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was great hearing his voice back on the air. I loved it.
Man, y'all, there's gonna be 3 podcasts going on Sundays now. Yours isn't streamed, but
Right.
y'all gonna do yours. Lately, y'all been doing it late,
Yeah.
and then RoboTuners.
Mm-hmm. And then I think Jeff's doing
And
his so
Jeff's.
that it could be after RoboTuners.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's pretty awesome. I love it. And he did such a good job interviewing Chase because
Mhm.
sometimes you got to wrangle that boy in, and Jeffrey did a great
I
job.
think they
with
wrangled
that.
each other in.
They sure did. They wrangled each other, and it's really cool too because you could hear that they were big fans of each other, and I love that part. It was
Yeah, I wanted to tell them to get a room.
good. Shush up.
Get a room.
So it's pretty cool.
I do want to throw this out. Oh, fuck. Oh no, that's old. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, I talked about this, I think, last week on the show, once we got past all the chaos, was that, seriously, every day I get emails of bands canceling their fall
Oh,
and even
yeah.
now winter plans. Like, a lot of people have started. Nine Inch Nails said, we don't know when we're going to do this. The Pixies have pushed theirs off till next year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Garth Brooks pushed his off till next year.
It's just not safe to do it right now.
No.
It's not safe for anybody.
I think everybody jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah. But no, I think everybody was very excited about being able to get back to it.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I may be done for a while. I was going to talk about this last week,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
I feel
I
like
think-
I'm okay with like outside stuff. Like the Methinks have a show coming up at Lola's on like September 3rd or 4th or something.
Yeah.
And that one I'm feeling pretty good about going to. But we also have friends that are playing Mass soon, and I'm like, oh gosh, but like I have friends that work at these venues, and I want to go and support them, but it's hard. It's just too many people inside.
And now I love Mass, but being in that room
Mm-hmm.
with a ton of people, and there will be a ton of people at that show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all this as I'm fixing to start Cowboy season. This Sunday I'm
Mhm.
supposed to go to the last preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Sunday morning, and I'm supposed to go to it. And I'm supposed to do some work over there throughout the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like,
Yeah.
watching this last preseason game, because I didn't go, was like, the stadium's full.
Yeah.
And everybody's back to normal. Everybody's on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders are on the sidelines.
Yeah. Maybe wear your mask
I'll probably wear my mask. We'll probably all wear a mask.
and use your hand
But
sanitizer.
that's the thing. Cheerleaders didn't have their mask on.
Yeah. No, they didn't. Nobody had masks on, it looked like. So I don't know. Maybe with
Yeah, I
this
don't know.
announcement that Jerry Jones made today, maybe he'll put some better restrictions in place or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. I don't even know how I would feel about having to go work at Cowboy Stadium right now.
I'll see on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of one of those things. It's it's kind of a loose thing.
What do you mean?
You can if you want to.
Mm, okay.
All depends on how you feel.
So you could probably go and fill it out a little bit and see where you're at and where the girls are dancing, the girls and guys, where the team's dancing.
Well, I think if I go this week, this is the last home game for 2 weeks. I have to look at the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a weird, I know the first game is in Tampa.
Okay.
The season opener is Cowboys versus Tampa Bay. So Dak versus Brady
Mm-hmm.
is the big deal. I think they may come back
Mm-hmm.
for 1 week, and then it's like 3 weeks away. Let me see here. No. There's 2 weeks off. So I'll go this week, and I won't have to go back till September 27th.
Okay.
So almost a month. I won't have to go back to the stadium.
I'll be in California for that second game.
It'll be Eagles and Cowboys. But then I'm there 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks in a row.
Get that vax.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm going to tell you what to do. Get that vax. Wear your mask. Use a lot of hand sanitizer.
I'll give you a vax.
Like, here, let me shoot you with something.
I'll give you a vax. All right. So anyway,
Yeah.
that's it.
I don't know. I don't know what to do about music in Fort Worth.
I don't either.
I was
And
happy to see that Tulips was quiet.
Yeah, Tulips was cool. But they said like the night before was Nut to Butt in there.
Who was there the night before?
Was that Shicky Graves?
Oh, okay.
I think something like that. I was talking to Robotuner's drummer, Chris,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just taking shows and playing them because you never know when it's going to be your last.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I was talking to Mandy with Big Heaven, and she said that her fall was really quiet, and then now all of a sudden it's booked. She's got shows at least twice a month.
I don't think the venues are going to shut down, but you may be playing empty rooms.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
unless they start putting limits on rooms again.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
Fort Worth Animal Care and Control, they had to put out an EU list today because their shelter's full and they can't keep them. And so there is a list of dogs that you could go and adopt, or you can go and foster. So if you have got the ability to do that, go to Fort Worth Animal Care and Control. They've got usually a couple of different places that you can go to adopt a dog. The main shelter, and then they have a satellite at the PetSmart that's near like Hewlin and 20, which is where I found Betty.
What's the one? What'd you say the other one was? Lancaster?
No, it is at
But I thought there was on Lancaster. Isn't there
there's
one
one
on Lancaster?
the UN
Is that the Humane Society?
Humane Society. Yeah, that one's on
That's there.
Lancaster.
Okay.
And maybe they're the ones that put out the EU list. But yeah, they're on Lancaster, right at
Riverside.
Riverside and Lancaster. But yeah, we need to get people out to the shelters. And I hope maybe we can do a big event again soon where, clear the shelters.
How do you feel about Andrew Cuomo? Period. No. How do you feel about when he was leaving the governor's mansion, talking that shit about the dog they have?
Oh,
And
I
just,
don't,
you didn't
I
hear about
missed
that?
it. Mm-mm.
Oh, he's like, anybody want this dog? We don't want it.
It was publicity only.
Yeah.
What a jerk. He's shown himself to be just like grosser and grosser.
I don't understand how everybody fell in love with him and loved him and thought he was the greatest thing ever.
I don't know either because I watched a couple of the news things, but I wasn't watching it. Like we have a friend who religiously watched it, and she was in love, and
with
she
him.
thought that
And I tried to tell her
sun
several
and the
times,
moon.
that guy is creepy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some shady bullshit, and you talk to New Yorkers, and yes, thank you. He had to give back his Emmys, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Fort Worth Animal Care and Control is on the main shelter's on Martin Street.
Okay.
It's real easy to get to. But yeah, no, Cuomo's I don't like him. I don't like him.
Everybody's saying he was like a spoiled baby when he was leaving the
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
turning
sure.
everything over and leaving. He's like, I just can't believe this happened and she did this to me. And you had 11 people come out against you.
Yeah.
Said you were handsy with them. You freak.
Yeah, and it all came about because they started uncovering all of the stuff that he did wrong at the beginning of the pandemic. And then people were like, well, not only did he do that wrong, but here's what else he did.
Okay, I want to go on a real quick. I know we're at the end of the show, but I have something I do want to talk to you about.
Oh, okay.
So I'm listening to Chaos, the book Chaos,
Oh, okay. Yes.
which is it's
You said you wanted to talk to me about the family.
yeah, you and the family. But the book is called Chaos: Charles Manson, the CIA, and the Secret History of the '60s.
YouTube's not receiving enough. Give me a widget.
Oh shit! I don't know what it's doing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start shutting things down. I'm not gonna shut down YouTube, but it's just being weird.
Okay.
We probably look choppy, but anyway. So the book is really, really good. It's by Tom O'Neill, and it's basically it's taken like 2 decades to come out. It came out in 2019, 3
Okay.
decades,
Okay.
following everything, and then tracing all the different players and actors and everybody that was involved, and
Mhm.
then trying to track even side people down or groundskeepers at the
The
Celio house.
Mm-hmm. Cielo
Cielo,
means heaven.
heaven. But okay,
Or sky.
shit. Where was I going with this?
It's crazy. You were going to talk about how it's like contradicting a lot of the stuff in Helter Skelter and how
It does because what's his name?
he
Buglioglio.
yeah, Bugliosi.
Yeah,
He covered up a lot of stuff.
covered up a lot of stuff in court.
Mm-hmm.
God dang it. There was a connection I was going to ask you about, and I just lost it. About someone. Oh, Polanski
Okay.
and all the shit he got into,
Yes.
and how all of a sudden he's forgiven for all of it.
Yeah.
Because she came out, like the girl came out.
It is really weird that he was just forgiven for everything because
Because that happened around the same time, right?
Right, and
she waited to come out about it, and then that's when it found out that she was underage.
But when I was a little kid, I remember my mom and dad like saying that Polanski was a creep.
Everybody did,
Yeah.
and like he treated Sharon Tate like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
the first half of the book was talking about it, which I already knew all that.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's a lot of stuff about how he was having orgies and stuff without her,
Yeah.
and then he got her pregnant.
Yeah.
And he kept doing it,
Oh gosh, dang it.
hosting
my
and having
girlfriend.
orgies without her, and then going on
Mhm.
trips with a ton of women and stuff.
Yeah.
And that even though it was a free love, fun time back then, that a lot of people were not of age
Yeah.
that came to these parties.
Yeah.
There were a lot of youngsters that came to these parties and attended these parties and orgies.
Yeah.
But it's just weird that he was just like, everything's okay now.
Yeah. Yeah, and people think he's great. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah. So weird. I want to read the book. I probably should have ordered it. I was on Amazon today and
Well, I'm cheating. I'm not
Mhm.
really reading it. I'm listening to it.
well, it's okay.
The audiobook.
You're
And it's
allowed to-
freaking fantastic. It's
Good.
great.
Cool.
There is some stuff I've been like, what? And had to like rewind it and go, are you for real? Like there's some shit that's just crazy.
That's awesome.
And then it just so happened the other day that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came on,
Oh, yeah.
which is, Tarantino's
Take.
different take. Like but he read Chaos,
Chaos.
and he read Helter
Yes.
Skelter.
Yeah. And I'm sure lots of other stuff too.
And he's been connected since he's in Hollywood, and he's been
Mhm.
interested in that whole thing. He's been
Mhm.
connected and learned a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he bent and twisted the story into an alternate reality of like a what if.
Yeah.
Like this is how. What if this happened instead of going to Polanski's house? They went to this other house
Mm-hmm.
and did everything. But yeah, it's pretty. This book is pretty freaking amazing, and I mean, there's no hold bar in it about saying like, talking about all the stuff it finds wrong with Helter Skelter, which was always the book to read
Oh, yeah.
about that entire scene and situation.
Yeah.
So
Well, Charles Manson's fascinating.
he's pretty messed up.
Oh, no, he is seriously messed up.
Like
but
they get into his childhood
Yeah.
which I don't know if they did in Helter Skelter.
They do in Helter Skelter. They talk about it a lot.
I jumped around Helter Skelter when I had it,
Yeah.
but just to the stuff I cared about.
Yeah.
But the like his childhood, they really get into it here, and how he was in jail a million times before all this happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This was something like he got out of jail and was like, all right, how am I going to make some money? Okay, I'm going to make music.
Yeah.
Let me just like bum around and find some people that can help me.
And
And
the shit he did with Dennis,
yeah,
like threatening him and
Yeah.
making Dennis crazy.
yeah, made him super crazy.
Well, he made all the Beach Boys pretty much super crazy, but
Yeah. No. The
Dennis and Brian,
Yeah, what-
especially.
what he could do and like make people like question themselves and rethink reality and like not Bud, what the cowboy
Tex.
Tex. I mean, they're like, oh, Tex did all this stuff on his own and he was like a ringleader or whatever. There is a way. Yes, there is a way. But Charles Manson was amazing in what he got Tex to believe about his own reality. It's nuts.
So I don't know this yet because I'm not this deep into the book
Mhm.
yet, but from my understanding is that later in this book they start trying to draw connections between what the CIA was doing with testing with acid and drugs,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had the whole what the hell is it? They were doing that other program at the same time. I can't think of what it's called right now. Shit.
Oh my gosh, I totally know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about.
I do. And I can't think of what it was called.
God dang it. Anyway.
Adam will know.
Yeah. But they start, I think that's what they're going to do is that, like, how since Manson was also interested in this stuff and he was in and out of different institutions all his younger life and everything, that he
Mhm.
learned, that's where he learned to manipulate people
Oh yeah.
and become controlling of people.
Yeah.
And that when you have an entire ranch, which was a movie set,
Mhm.
but an entire ranch that was covered with young kids that are moldable
Oh yeah, no, for
and
sure.
just living on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're able to, when you have the kind of personality or whatever, where you are able to have people believe you when you say something, even no matter how outlandish or outrageous it is, it's,
MK Ultra.
oh yeah, MK Ultra, thank you.
Yeah, they were doing that.
It's a crazy thing, and especially for someone like Charles Manson, who was dismissed and degraded his whole life, to learn how to manipulate people to get them to do what he wanted
Yeah.
is amazing.
There's a lot of weird shit that happened around that time period
Oh yeah.
in all over. Because there
Mhm.
was a bunch of weird stuff going on in Dallas around that time period.
Oh really?
With LSD testing
Oh, okay.
downtown and stuff. And then
Mhm.
there's been talks of MK Ultra mind control
Yeah.
test going on here.
Yeah.
And then you had the whole Dennis Leary of that time period, all the stuff that was going on with that,
Mhm.
and yeah, that time period's wild,
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
really, really wild.
For
And
sure. And
I didn't
the
realize
government's
all
still doing it.
yeah, they're still doing it. They're still doing it
Yeah.
in your arm
Yeah.
with a vaccine called
Yeah.
COVID
Yeah.
19. No, just kidding. Just want to get you fired up again.
Don't do it.
But what's crazy about this book is I didn't realize everybody in Hollywood that was involved.
No, and it's amazing.
That's crazy, and that
Mhm.
none of them will talk about it. Like the whole Candace Bergen thing, I
Mm-hmm.
never put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Murphy Brown running around her whole life doing Sweet Home Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what the fuck happened that night,
Yeah. Yeah, no.
and being at parties with
All of that.
Charles Manson and orgies and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty good though. I'm like, I think I'm 4 or 5 chapters into it. They're long. The listen is 15 hours,
Oh, cool.
and I think I'm like 4.5, 5
Awesome.
into it. But it's pretty cool.
That's good. I'm excited to hear the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, you need
Yeah.
to get you a paper copy.
I will.
And we'll compare notes, or
We need to book club it.
we can book club it. And
Yeah,
sit down
for
and be
sure.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's
I'll
wild.
order it.
'Cause-
I'll get it so that we can do it. I'll read it this weekend.
Growing up, that was something my mom kept me away from.
Oh, okay.
Was the knowledge of all that
Mhm.
and how that whole thing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my parents tried to, but I was
But you're in the area.
and I was fascinated.
And you had one
Yeah.
of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I read, got in trouble in 5th grade for reading The Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some references to Charles Manson in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, what the hell? Why is he such a bad guy? What the hell?
Yeah.
And I started down that journey, and I was quickly stopped. Like, you're in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Wait till you're a little bit older to learn about all this.
Yeah.
And then in like junior high, some of the guys when I went to Hearst Junior High, some of the guys over there were huge fans of. Saying a huge fan of Sharon Tate's a weird thing, but they were like cult fans of Sharon Tate and that whole thing and how it all
Mhm.
went down.
Mm-hmm.
And
I told you about Brian's lock box, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you know that when when Trent Reznor bought the house, when he left, when he moved out, it was because of Sharon Tate's sister?
Wait, say that again?
When Trent Reznor bought the house,
Yes.
the Tate residence,
Uh-huh.
the reason he sold it is because of her sister.
Oh. Okay.
Confronted him one day.
Mm-hmm.
He was out and about, and they happened to run into each other somewhere around there, and she,
Was like, what are you doing?
are you exploiting the death of my sister? Blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
And that's when it hit him, was like, holy shit.
Even just living there is exploiting it because
Yeah.
I'm drawing attention to it.
I'm drawing
Yeah.
attention to it. You know, I'm
Yep.
making albums about it
Yep.
and shooting videos in here.
Yep.
And yes, so he moved. That's when he moved to New Orleans,
Orleans,
but he
mhm.
took the Le Pig front door with him
Mm-hmm.
when he left the house. And then the house was demoed and they built another house there.
Mm-hmm.
But that Le Pig door still exists.
In New Orleans somewhere?
Yeah, a collector. When he left New Orleans to go back to California, a
Mm-hmm.
collector bought it from him and has it.
Yeah.
That door still exists.
Wow.
I doubt Le Pig is still painted on it in blood, but
Yeah. I don't know why. I was just thinking about the hills, the Hollywood Hills, and it just reminded me of the news that we got last night that what's her name is dating what's his name from Sunset, Selling Sunset. Where is it?
yeah.
What is that girl's name?
We went to something really cool to something who cares
I know.
about.
What? Okay.
Except
fine.
for us.
All right.
Who else watches Selling Sunset?
I don't know. Chris Shell and Jason Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Oppenheim. The Oppenheim.
Because it's
group.
such a trashy show on
I know. Sorry.
Netflix. It is really trashy. It's fun, though.
It's so good. I hope it comes back for another episode.
Yeah. Have you ever been by that house? Celio Drive?
No, I have not. Cielo.
Cielo.
Yeah. No, I have not. No. Mm-mm. No, I've never been there. I've never been to the ranch.
The Spawn Ranch still there?
Probably not.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
There's
No.
no way that's still sticking around.
Mm-mm.
What about the other house?
Mm-mm. Oh, yeah.
La
No, where?
Blanca?
No, yeah, the La Blanca house. No. Mm-mm. And I did try to go to the different prisons that he was at, but I was stopped.
You can't just freely run around an active prison.
No. I mean, I was like, hey, I want to go. I want to like figure out how I get to go visit Charles Manson. Like, what do I need to do and stuff. And was told, absolutely not. You're not going to do that.
I don't think you could just visit him, could you?
No. You would have to write to him and like become his friend, and then he would have to invite you to come visit him. And I was gonna make that happen. Especially because at one point I lived very close to the prison that he was at.
Is this going to be one of those cordial visits?
Conjugal visits.
Conjugal, whatever.
Cordial.
Whatever.
Cordial. How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you
How
do?
do you do?
How do you do?
We're going to keep it really nice.
Yeah. No.
but A conjugal visit with Charles Manson.
No. No, he's terrified me.
Why did you want to go meet him then?
Because it's fascinating.
What is he going to do? He's going to make you crazy, and for the rest of your life, you're going to have dreams of a man being like, hey, man, you don't want to...
Yeah.
being all wild in front of you. I'm going
Yeah.
to kill you. I want to smell you.
I don't think that he would have said that.
Dude, he was nuts.
He was crazy, but he was completely sane at the same time.
You think it was all a show?
I've been to the Wonderland apartment. Wow.
Ooh.
What did you say?
I don't know. I guess it's pretty fascinating because we have, the Oswald Trail of Tears you can go on here
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and go to his old apartment, which I
Well-
think they tore down now.
And I have to tell you that when I found out that I live right behind the cemetery that he's buried at, I was stoked.
You bolted over there.
I was there as fast as I quickly.
Barely got out of
as
the
I
house
could
fully
be.
clothed.
Yeah.
You're like, phew.
And like, there's not a map, there's not like a treasure map that to find Oswald's grave. You have to actually just go look for it. People have said it's, if you're standing here and you see this, it's here, but it took us a minute to find it. But yeah.
Need you to take me over there.
Oh, for sure.
Go look at it.
Yeah. It's interesting, like people do that military thing where you leave like a dime or a nickel or a penny, whatever, depending on what the thought is or what the rank was, or I don't know how that works, but they've done it. And then there's a cool little pair of glasses, and it's kept very well. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. I'll take you over there for sure.
We could just take a day, a bunch of us, and do the Oswald Trail of Tears across Dallas. Go
That
to
would
all
be-
the different places.
Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing.
This is where you hid out. This is where you ran to. This is
Mhm.
blah, blah, blah. This is where you shot at Jack Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could do it.
that.
100%.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it's been fun.
Yep. It's time for all good little Susans to go home and go to bed.
Check out Chaos. It's a great book.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard so far. Especially if you do road trips or whatever. It's a freaking fantastic book. It'll creep you out.
Okay.
I did that when I did the trip down to Mercury
Uh-huh.
out in the middle of nowhere all by myself. Listening to that book.
Oh, yeah. That would
And
be
I-
a little scary.
I think when I was pulling into Mercury, the summary of the murders had just ended.
Oh, no.
So now I'm like, oh,
Oh,
great.
great. Yeah.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm in a one-horse town. There's no one around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check out Funky Town Podcast on your podcast.
On a
app.
sweater?
Nope.
You can't watch it on a sweater.
Nope. Can't watch it on a sweater. And then go to Fort Worth Animal Care and Control and save the dogs. Save the cats.
And then check out Fort Worth Famous
Oh, yeah.
on every other week,
Every other week.
every other Sunday. Is Jeff going to do it every Sunday? Or is he doing it every Sunday? Y'all aren't doing it. That's what he said.
He
was gonna
said he was going to do it every Sunday that we're not doing it.
do.
But,
So he won't be doing it this week. He'll do it next week.
right.
So y'all are going to alternate weeks.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm going to make sure.
It's good. So you don't get on the same cycle.
I'm going to make sure that Ivy, I'm just going to stay at her house and I'm going to have her download the show and put it so that it'll drop on Tuesdays
Oh, okay.
so that we don't have to go for a week without it.
Yeah, I haven't listened to this week's episode because it came out on Saturday.
It did.
And I was like,
yeah.
that's a
She
weird
did it
time.
Saturday
I'm in the
morning.
middle of everything else.
Yeah. Bonfonte Gardens in Gilroy. That's what the one Ivy's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, sometimes some of us out here in podcast land have schedules when we listen to people's shows.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes out on a Saturday, it throws a
Wrench in
monkey wrench in everything.
it. Yeah. My whole week's been thrown off. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I, for some reason, was thinking it was Thursday all day tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Every week has 7 days.
Shush.
See how many you can say.
Okay. I'm
Sunday,
going to
Monday,
go.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
All right, we're out of here. Bye.
Bye. So what I was going to say, but I
Wait,
know.
let's go. We're still streaming.
Oh,
You want
okay.
me to hide the stream?
Yeah, you can turn off the stream.
Okay. Bye,
Okay.
everyone.